leg 1 of 22. NYC to Trinidad.
All right, I'm live on my end.
Okay.
Conseguí. ¿Ustedes están en el runway, parking o what?
Parking.
¿En qué rampa están ustedes más o menos?
There's a world out there.
We are in
A world
I forgot the number.
waiting
We're just
for
on
you.
the side, bro. Where all the GA you'll see, like.
Ay, yo me encontré por ahí.
Waiting to be explored.
Then you can just slew over to us.
Sí, está bien. Vamos, ya lo vi el avión. Sácate.
Waiting for you to leave your mark.
So what's your name on?
Mike 377.
Question is, are you ready for takeoff? To see places you never imagined.
Frame?
We fly so
77.
you can touch the sky.
My friend is already your friend.
Oh, yo creo que tengo ya.
Captain Flacco invites
yeah,
you to
okay.
sit back, relax, and enjoy the views
Alright, so I
as we
invited you to the
take the
group.
skies.
¿Quién se trae volver?
So you have to hit escape, and then you'll see the invitation,
Okay.
and then join the group.
Welcome to That Flight Sim channel. As always, happy flying.
Did you load into the airport already? Yeah, load into the airport first.
Ok. Que ahora tú tienes el... No importa, pero por el día, ¿la?
It doesn't matter because once you join the group, it goes to the what I have set.
Ok. Ya estoy, está loading.
Mhm.
Ya lo... Qué duro. So, Gonzo, tú eres piloto, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Sí. Y Cristian me está diciendo yo, duro, ahora aprendemos con cojones. Así que Cristian me enfrió ahorita, me creé el del trabajo y todo.
Sí, mano.
Está bien.
No, es una fiebre de verdad, bro. Y yo y Cristian hacíamos esto, loco, cuando teníamos como 10 años en el Flight Simulator viejo.
Yo también, en FSC, papi, papi, a las 12 de la noche con un café, bien nada que ver.
Yup.
Ah, bueno. ¿Tú te acuerdas de Eastern Hubs?
Yeah. Yup.
Yo me metía con ellos, que volaban, creo que los domingos eran los DC-3 o una mierda así.
Yeah,
Yo vuelo.
yo hice también parte de Virtual Airlines y todo eso. United Virtual, Continental Virtual. Un chojo de aerolíneas, loco. Yo volaba por todo eso.
Qué duro.
All right. So we're live, boys.
You.
Yeah.
Live.
Welcome aboard. Anybody watching out there, this is going to be first part of a series. Captain Flacco, I'll let you go ahead and run us through what that series will look like.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to That Flight Sim channel. If you are watching this live, what's up? If you're watching it on the playback, welcome again. This is going to be our first leg of 22, inspired by true pilots. These guys took off from Linden, New Jersey, and made their way through 22 stops down the eastern coast of the United States, through the Caribbean, and all the way down to Trinidad. So they actually did this in a rotor... in a helicopter, and I thought it was pretty neat that they did that, and we're gonna replicate it with a weekly stream. You know, each week we'll do a leg of the whole adventure there on a Comanche 250 here. So we got Captain Gonzo, myself, and then anybody else that wants to join us to fly with us, and more than welcome. So we got Lewis, our buddy from work. He's joining us as well. But other than that, pretty much we're cold and dark right now. We're going to have Captain Gonzo just walk us through, the pre-fly, the walk around, pretty much showcasing what this Comanche looks like, the cold start, pretty much, have him walk us through. We have a sim brief flight plan as well. And nothing, we're going to get flying. If you guys have any questions, any comments, any, what do you call it? Any, anything that we mess up that you might know, then let us know, man. We're more than happy to learn and fix it or learn together and look it up, So yeah, that's pretty much it. We are in Linden, New Jersey right now. There's really no sceneries out there. This is a freeware one. It really doesn't look like much, to be honest. So we are just here in Linden, New Jersey. We got Captain Gonzo to my left, and I am on here with my Comanche 250. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Gonzo, you want to take over and just walk us through what your pre-flight would look like and all that?
Yeah, yeah. So for these of you watching right now, you may not know this, or you may already know, the Accusim Comanche, which you're seeing here today. This is probably the most famous GA single-engine aircraft right now for the simulator in history. So one of the features that makes it so famous and so popular is this right here. So for those of you who are looking at my screen right now, I've got the electronic flight bag, well, in this case the tablet. So Flacco, on your bird, go ahead and go to the walk around tab, and let me know when you're ready.
1 second. All right, got the tablet open.
Perfect. So up here on the walk around tablet, check this out, guys. Let's go ahead to that first step. And Captain Flacco, we're going to begin on that first dot just aft of the right wing on the flap section.
Stand by. Looking. Okay, walk around tab. Perfect. And then we are going to which position?
Let me see. I think if we just press the arrow, yep, just keep clicking the right arrow into the first spot.
All right. So arrow all the way to the first spot on the nose.
Nope. Just if you click the arrow that's underneath there, it should be like right beneath, right behind the right wing. Like you just stepped out of the plane for a second.
Okay, so right wing. Let me stand by. Okay, I am. 1 second. Okay, I think I'm there.
It's like right behind the flap.
Yep, I'm here. Okay.
And if you look at
where
your
the
flap,
walkway is.
yep, if you look at the flap, you see how it's highlighting?
Yes.
Go ahead and click it, and you should be able to move the flap up and down.
Okay.
Yeah, click inside like the flap itself, and you should be able to just click and hold, and then drag up and down, and you should hear the flap moving.
Am I not looking at it right? Right flap. I'm not getting any movement. Oh, do your controls have to be unlocked?
No, there's nothing. Yeah, maybe, but no, the flaps are completely independent from your flight controls.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, on the walk around tab, what do you see? Does it say right wing flap?
Stand by. Let's see. Baggage. Right wing flap. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, so make sure you're there and see if you can click and drag, like I said, on the flap. If not, no biggie. It's just a cool little feature that allows us to replicate what we do in real life. And guys, yep, believe it or not, this is something that you want to check. Your flaps are not going to always be fixed and non-movable. You're going to have a little bit of play like that, which is what you want to see. Obviously, you don't want to have too much play to where they might come unhinged. But anyways, the flap looks good, so let's go ahead and press the next item, which is going to be our right wing aileron. Now, Flacco, yeah, make sure you do have your flight control cables removed. Like from the tie down, I meant.
There we go. There. Now I can move the aileron. Yep.
Yep, so we're checking. Good movement. And
Beautiful.
You can see inside. You can see the control column as well moving. So, it looks good to me. Let's go ahead. Look at the fuel tank here on the tip tank.
All right.
You can
open up.
Yep. Make sure you can see that blue liquid in there, which is that aft gas. Or in this case, yeah, it's calling for 91 or 98, but realistically, that's like 100 low lead. So, looks good to me. I'm going to plug it up again. And by the way,
I haven't fueled the aircraft, so I don't know if it's... I didn't see any liquid in there, so maybe we got to fuel the aircraft a little later, and we'll check it again.
Yeah, I already fueled it before I did the walk around, so I added full fuel on the wingtips, and then I brought my main tanks down to like 20 gallons each.
All right, so you know what? I'm in the fuel payload here.
Okay.
Left tip. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so left tip, I'm gonna go full. And right tip as well.
And
the plane even went down too.
Yeah, and then while you're
All
doing
right, so
that,
now let's check it.
Yep, you can check it.
Oh, there we go. Now we see the liquid. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
And again, to our viewers, you can see why this plane is very popular. I'll keep in mind it is a little bit pricey. I believe it's what, like $60 US, if I'm not mistaken. But again, keep
Yeah.
in mind that you get so many features, so much stuff included with just the electronic flight bag, such as this. Check this out. We're about to take a fuel sample virtually. So let's go ahead and stick it. And there we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, we just dumped some fuel. Again, we're just going to make sure there's no water. All right, let's continue. We're checking that landing light on the right wing tip on the leading edge. Looks good.
Okay, landing light.
Yep, we're verifying the
Good.
tie down. We're going to go ahead and make sure that it's nice and coiled on the floor. Looks clear underneath.
Beautiful.
All right, main fuel tank, same thing. Let's pop her open. Make sure that we can see fuel in there. Yep, I see blue liquid. Looks good to me.
Sweet. Yep, looks good. Yo, Ryan, what's up, dude? What's going on, man? Thanks for joining us, bro.
All right, moving on to the next section. Right wing, we're checking the right main gear. Make sure those chocks are out of the way. Mines are good. I don't see any leaks or nothing.
Out of the way. Beautiful.
All right, now we're going on to our central fuel sump. So let's go ahead and open the little access panel, and let's get a little sump here going. Yep, cool. I saw blue. I'm good. Moving on, we're checking our propeller. So this is the first time I actually run through this full walk around on the Comanche. So I'm learning as I go too. This is pretty cool. But main thing, guys, we check here in real life. You want to make sure that you don't have any, bird nests or actual animals or critters living in there. It does happen. They like to hang out in there, and especially after you've ran the engine a little bit, that warmth attracts them. So looks good to me. I don't see anything. We'll pretend we check the alternator belt and it's got good tension. Let's go ahead and keep going. All right, looks like we're gonna check here our oil.
Sweet.
This is very in-depth, guys. I'm pretty amazed with this. Looks like we're showing just under 9 quarts of oil, so I'd say that's very good, actually. Yeah, pretty good.
Yep, looks good.
All right, let's close her up. All right, now we're on the left wing main fuel tank. Same thing as always. Let's make sure we check that's fuel in there. Yeah, I see fuel. I'm happy with that.
Yes, sir.
All right, moving on. And you're looking underneath your left wing now for the wheels. Wheel chocks are removed. No leaks. Tires look good. Moving on. Tie down looks good on my end. Now, check this out, Flacco. You should be on the left wing tie down look, so you can see the rope.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Now, look up on the leading edge of the wing. You'll see the stall little device there, right? You should be able to flick that up and down.
Yeah.
And what happens is when the aircraft is in a stall condition, this will then generate the sound that we hear on the inside, which is that famous stall horn. So that's what.
Famous stall horn.
Yep. And then look at your
Interesting.
Look at your pitot tube. Make sure there's no cover on it. I just enabled it just to show people. Click on it.
That is cool. Yep.
Yeah. Once again, guys, this plane is just over detailed in my opinion, which is amazing. I love it. All right, we're on the left wing landing light. I see it. I see LEDs. I'm happy with that. Let's check the left wing tip now. God, that freaking cover is beat up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I see fuel.
Fuel.
Let's close it up. Moving on. It's going to have us check the sump. Yep, I see fuel. Spill it over to the floor. Now, pro tip, guys, 100 low lead evaporates almost instantaneously. So if you have a fuel spill, nobody will ever know. I didn't say that, by the way. Yeah, the fire department's probably going to pull up to my house here soon. All right, moving on. Let's check the left aileron for movement. I've got good upper. Yeah.
The left aileron works good.
One aileron's better than no aileron, huh?
Oh, no, it was the flap. Sorry, it was the flap that was giving me a little issue there.
Yeah, flaps are good on my end, too. They are wiggling. Okay, so now, right here, what we're looking at, I believe this is the static port of the aircraft.
Yep, static port.
Yep. So we're making sure that it's clear. You don't see any beads or anything in there, anything that's going to be interfering, because that's going to affect your altimeter and your other significant instruments that are necessary for flight. So let's continue. Now we're looking at the elevator and rudder. Again, making sure that we've got good movement. And this is actually a stabulator, not an elevator, but a stabulator, because the entire stabulator moves. This is pretty cool, man.
Interesting.
I'm very, very impressed with this plane, man.
So there is a difference, guys. Elevator and stabulator. See, I
Yep.
didn't know that. That's something new.
Yep, and the difference is on an elevator, so I'm going to highlight here with my mouse. The elevator would be on a fixed horizontal stabilizer, and only the back end piece, the elevator, would be moving.
Right.
But in this
Right,
case,
right.
when you pitch up and down, you see the whole stabilizer moving, which makes it a stabulator. Yep.
There you go. The more you know.
And knowing is half the battle. The other half is violence. All right. Kids watching, please don't repeat that at home. All right, let's continue.
Oh my God.
Again, we're checking our last stop here, which is the static port on the starboard side, on the aft side of the fuselage. Looks good to me. I don't see any bees. And lastly, let's check our luggage. Ah, this is pretty cool, man. I'm geeking out here. Oh, you can load it up into the luggage.
Really?
Dude, this is insane.
How do you load it up?
Okay, so open up your cargo hatch, which is that square door right there by the tail number.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Look at that. There's a toolbox in there, a little overnight kit, so when you want to go see the side check.
Oh man, look, and it like stacks it up nicely and everything. That's pretty neat.
Wow. Yeah, guys.
That's neat. I
Well,
didn't even notice that
Yeah, this is
when I was checking this plane out.
This is pretty immersive. This is crazy. But all right, let's go ahead and lock up that cargo door. Make sure she's locked.
Yes.
Key is gone. And that's it, guys. Walk around is complete. So, Flacco, what I'll do is I'll run us through the startup. And then after the startup,
Yes, sir.
microphone is yours, sir.
Roger that. No worries. Again, those that are watching, this is the A2A Accusim PA-24250 Comanche. Guys, the level of detail on this aircraft is second to none. Like, I don't think there's any other aircraft, especially for GA,
Yep.
that is this highly detailed, this highly immersive. Like, there's no other airplane that really gets you through a walk around. I mean, we're talking fuel samples, oil samples, everything. It's pretty neat. The whole look, I even missed a tie down. But all that stuff is pretty neat. I haven't seen that in any other aircraft. Now, you know, you have your airliners that are pretty immersive, but I mean, even still, like this stuff is pretty badass in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna get that last tie down there. So stand by.
Yep. While Flacco is doing his tie downs, I just want to show here to the people watching on my end. This plane, if you got track IR, is a lot easier, but you can just pan around in your camera with the arrow keys on your keyboard. There is an actual little, like, not a GoPro, but like a little camera back here, and you can rotate it, and it actually moves. You can see the cables moving along with it. You can
I did notice that.
Yeah, this is crazy, guys. I'm telling you. The
Adjustable ceiling lamp or thing.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, so it is a lamp. My bad. I thought it was a. I thought it was
a camera too, but like, 'cause I see a wire going through it and everything, so I was like, huh.
Yeah, I guess this is not an OnlyFans camera. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so yeah, you can see even the air vents move and everything, so pretty cool. But anyways, Flacco, you let me know when you're ready, and we'll run up to the startup.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm here in the cockpit. I'm gonna put the EFB away.
Okay.
And just let me know how you want to do this.
Okay, so the first things first, let's go ahead and turn on our master switch, which is going to power the battery.
Okay, master switch. So I'm not seeing your screen, so kind of talk me through where this master switch is at.
Oh, good point. Yeah, so right here, I've hidden the yoke. It's underneath the yoke. Those toggle switches go all the way to the left, and
There
you'll
we go.
see your phone and your microphone jack input.
Yep.
All right, get that on. Go ahead and turn on your rotating beacon light, which is going to be that orange switch.
So up.
Yep,
It's
we're
up.
letting people know we're going to be making movement here soon. Okay, first thing
Okay.
first, go ahead and enable your fuel pump, which is that yellow switch next to your master.
Fuel pump enabled.
And then, okay, go all the way to the right, past the throttle, past the prop lever, and you're going to see one that says primer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hover over it and scroll down, and it should unlock the knob.
Hover over it. Yep.
Okay, now you're going to click with the left mouse 5 times. We're going to pump it 5 times, and look at your fuel pressure gauge, which is just above it to the left in the middle. You should see,
Above.
and you should see your fuel pressure needle in the green.
Roger that. Okay, so pump it 5 times. Cool.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, yeah, before you do that, look down past like the between the seats and you'll see your fuel selectors. Make sure they are on the up position for both sides.
Between the seats. Oh, so they're down right now.
Yep, so click them up
There we go.
and tell me if you see your fuel pressure go up to the green.
Trying to get that less. There we go. Okay, all right. Now go back over here. Fuel pressure. Yeah, there we go. Now we're at 5.
Okay, and you finish your priming?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and scroll up to lock the primer knob.
Okay, scrolled up.
Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to open your throttle, so push it forward like maybe a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch.
Push it forward there. Okay.
Okay, your blue handle, which is the prop control, you're going to push it all
Yes,
the way
sir.
in.
All the way in.
And now, going back to the left where you have your switches, you'll see your magnetos with your key inserted. And
Yes, sir.
what you're going to do is you're going to start clicking over to the right. You're going to leave it on both. And then when you're ready to start it, you're going to send it all the way to the right. And as the engine starts to turn, you're going to introduce your mixture, the red knob, full forward. So let that propeller kind of turn a few times, and then slowly introduce the mixture, and then you'll hear your engine come to life.
All right, well, let's give it a shot. Here we
All right,
go.
clear
So-
prop.
Clear prop.
All right. There we go. I've got a good engine fire.
There we go. Engine
Wow.
Fired up.
Wow, it even shut the door. That's how realistic this plane is, guys. That's crazy.
I didn't even have the door open, but that's cool. Yeah. That is pretty cool.
Let me latch it. There we go.
So check this out, guys. So what Gabe just did, you can unlatch the door here. You can probably hear the sound difference as well.
Yep.
It doesn't even let me open it.
Yeah, the pressure that the wind coming from the propeller.
The wind coming, it kind of, you see it moving too. Like try opening it so that people can see that. It just kind of moves like if it's trying to open, but it really can't.
Yeah.
So we're just going to close it here and we're going to latch it.
Look at that.
And we can open this little side window and get some fresh air. There we go. And a little fresh air through here too. Sweet.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and latch it. All right, last thing to last is we need to turn on our avionics master, which is just behind the yoke. You'll see the switch right there that says avionics master, so go ahead and flick those up.
Behind the yoke, avionics, master, where are you? I see pedo.
Yep, so go up from there and to the right. It's on the green, like.
Oh, got it. Yep. There we go. All right.
All right.
Avionics master is on.
I'm going to press the B key to set our altimeter. It looks like a standard 299
Yep.
And then on the little display there that's between the RPM gauge and or the tachometer, I should say, the tachometer and the altimeter, we're going to press exit. And you'll see pretty much your engine indicating system right there, digitally rendered, so it's a lot easier. So I've got, let's see, step. Okay, yeah, everything's good. Our cylinder head temperature is coming up. Oil temperature is green. Oil pressure is good. Fuel is showing about 20 gallons on the main tanks, which is what I set it to. Good amps on the battery, and looks like we are holding steady. Now, the last thing I have to do, guys, is I need to load up my flight plan, so I'm going to go ahead in here. And Flaco, can you run me through that on the 750? How we loaded up the sim brief?
Yeah, so let's click back here. So in your main menu here, go to flight plan.
Okay.
Or actually, before that, you're going to have to go to system.
Okay.
And I believe it was set up. And then sim brief.
There we go.
And then it's going to ask you to put in your pilot ID.
Oh, I don't think I have that. Let me see.
So it's real easy. Just go to your sim brief, open up a tab and go to sim brief.
Yep, I'm in there.
And then just click on your name on the right hand side. And you should see like account settings or something like that.
Got it.
And then you should be able to see your pilot ID there.
Okay, let me see if I can get to it. Yeah, because it's not showing.
Let me redo this real quick.
Ah,
So,
got
yeah.
it. Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
882-181.
Yep. So now input that into your 750.
There we go.
All right. Once you do that, hit enter, and then now just go back. Now in SimBrief, the link I sent you the link for the flight plan,
Yep.
and then obviously open it up, generate it,
Yep.
just so it's up to date. So now go back to your main menu, and then in flight plan,
Yep.
you should be able to click on the menu button. So
Yep.
let me know if you see it. Yep.
Import.
And then now you should import. Yes, sir. And then it'll ask you to import from SimBrief.
Copy that.
It says it may take, and press OK.
Yep.
And it should pull up the latest one, KLDJ, Kilo Lima Delta Juliet to KTDF, Kilo Tango Delta Foxtrot.
Yep. Analyzing. Import file. Please wait.
Yep. And there it is.
Beautiful. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
so
ready.
we have our flight plan already input. So that's set up there. Click our map. And it gave us our altitudes, gave us everything. Pretty much ready to go.
That's pretty awesome.
So that's one of the benefits of having the SimBrief set up. You know, with the 750s, you know, you don't have to manually input your whole flight plan. You can just create one in SimBrief, save it, and then it'll import it automatically, and it's pretty much ready to go.
That's awesome. Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
So that'll
All right,
do
I'll
it.
give it back to you, and then give us a pre-taxi checklist or anything like that we got to set up before we start rolling.
So right now, what I've done is I'm going to lean my mixture just a little bit because, again, your mixtures can control how much fuel is being injected right now. In this case, through the carburetor. I believe this engine is carbureted. So I'm going to lean it out just to keep our cylinder head temperature rising, get it in the green. And then what I'll do is, for the pre-taxi checklist, that's really much it. I will go ahead and clean up the flaps if you had them extended. Just set them down 1 notch on that big lever here. And then that'll save us for takeoff. Also, look up on your overhead right above you. You should see your trim. And it's that big old school handle.
Yeah.
I would set it to neutral, somewhere about there.
It's at neutral now.
Okay. And before taxi, I would go ahead and get my nav light on. And I believe they're already on. Let's go ahead and get our taxi light on, which is just your pretty much your only one side lights up on the landing light. Yep. And then what we'll do is when we start taxiing, we're going to check the brakes. So we're going to hit the brakes once. If we're happy with that, we continue with the taxi. And before takeoff, I'll show you how to do the run-up. But for now, what I did was on my GTN 750, where you have your squawk code, make sure you're on 1200, which is a VFR squawk. And
okay. Right now it's 1200. And we're going to go standby.
Yep, and if you want, you can go on mode on, because we're going to leave the altitude reporting before takeoff.
Okay, perfect.
But that about does it for the before taxi checklist. Let me check my radio stack here. This is just a secondary comm, which we can have it on. For those watching, is that little knob here. You can see my old school LCD displays just came on. But we're not really going to be using that today because we have everything we need here on the GTN. We've got our COM 1 and our nav. But that about does it, guys, for the pre-taxi checklist. So, Flacco, let me know when you're ready. We'll taxi out, and then we'll do a run-up.
Stand by.
Let's see what winds are looking like. Okay, we've got pretty much calm winds right now. We're showing like 2 knots coming out of the south, so we can take either end of this runway for takeoff. Not a big deal.
All right, so Gonzo, just to give you a heads up, you got a few people chatting with you on your side.
Okay.
You got the Lexi Bear channel says I'm subbed. And then you have Sunshi Creation saying, get a Malibu. I wonder who that is.
Oh, I have a pretty good feeling of who that is, and just a shout out to that individual. Malibus are pretty badass airplanes. I am a big fan. I've always wanted to fly one, so yes, we will one day have a Malibu, hopefully soon. There actually is one from FS Reborn, the FSR 500, which is the M500, high-performing turboprop version of it. But anyways, yeah, Malibu, definitely an amazing bird. But anyways, Flaco, before we head out, let's go ahead and check our HSI, which is our heading situational indicator. Okay, Flaco, so I want you to do me a favor. Look at your HSI, which is that right underneath the attitude indicator.
Okay.
And you see the right knob?
The triangle, the blue triangle?
Yep. Go ahead and
Okay.
left click that button in, or right click, sorry. Right click it in.
Okay.
And now look at your compass on your dash, on your glare shield. Make sure
Yes.
that the compass and that HSI line up. So you have to scroll and line it up, because otherwise we'll be navigating with false information here on the HSI.
Okay, so right now my compass is pointing north.
Yep.
So I think it's lined up. I think it looks, yeah, it's straight, like straight up and down.
Perfect. So I'm gonna set mine because mine was off by like 90 degrees. Now I'm
Yeah, I
good.
see where. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Shout out to Bianca Gonzalez watching on the Facebook side.
Oh.
What up?
Hello, Miss
Angel.
Bianca.
Hello, Miss Bianca. Angel. We got a bunch of people.
It looks like, yep, the Lexi Bear channel. I'm seeing that message now. Subscribe to that channel. Awesome. Thank you so much for that.
And then stand by. They're telling me we're not getting any audio on the Facebook side.
Huh.
Interesting. Let me just double check here. My properties. That would explain a lot. Let's see, device. Good. Speakers, microphone. Okay. I don't know. Testing 1 2 3. I don't know. Let me know if you guys can hear me on the Facebook side. Testing 1 2 3. And also let me know if you guys get audio on the aircraft side.
All right, Flaco, let me know when you're ready to taxi out.
All right, we'll figure out that stuff eventually. All right, yeah. Parking brakes. Oh, easy there, killer. Okay. Well,
Yep. Parking brakes coming off, and then also before you taxi, right next to your magneto switch, make sure your pitot heat is on.
Roger that. Pitot heat is on.
All right, I'm coming off the brakes. I'm gonna check my brakes here as I go forward. There we go.
Adam Forthman just subscribed. Thank you, Adam, for subscribing. Appreciate you, brother. All right, here we go.
All right.
Taxiing out.
Yep, steering is good. Brakes are good.
All right, Daniela says better. So I guess we got audio. Sweet.
Awesome, awesome.
Sorry about that, guys, on the Facebook side. Didn't realize we weren't getting any audio, but we got it going now. So we're taxiing out. Wait, what? Now we can't hear him.
Interesting.
Oh, dear. Interesting.
I wonder if it's.
I think I know why. Hold on.
It changed the settings on my end.
No, on the Facebook, because I changed both settings.
Ah.
Oh, my engine just stalled out. Interesting. Okay. All right. All right. So, let's see. Gonzo, I stalled out. Why did I stall out?
Okay, your blue lever, the prop lever, is it full in?
Yes, full in.
Your mixture, is it full in?
Yes.
That's interesting. All right, just try to crank it over again and see if it'll catch.
All right, give it a little bit of throttle. Start. Okay, she started right up.
Yep, keep that throttle open. So keep it at like 1,000 RPM as you taxi.
All right. So testing 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys can hear Captain Gonzo, if you can hear me, if you can hear the game on the Facebook side, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right. We are taxiing out. Before I taxi out, our friend Lewis says, invite me to the flight. So let me just see. Lewis, you got to accept the invitation to the group. So if you are in the... Oh, my God. Now, I guess it's like mixing up the stuff on my end. But anyways, Lewis, on your end, hit escape if you're in the game. Hit escape and then look for the invitation up top to join our group. And that way you'll be able to see us. All right, so we're going to hold short here real quick. And I'm just going to double check the audio real quick. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
Copy.
Let me double check the audio. So, properties. Bianca, thanks for the like. Appreciate you. Okay, speakers. Okay. Microphone. Stand by. Just double checking. Can you still hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys hear me on the Facebook side. Okay. Yo, yo, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yo, ¿me oyen? Can you hear me?
Ya, yo te escucho. Bueno, siempre te he escuchado.
I don't hear Gabe though.
No, I'm not talking yet, but can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you. As long as you can hear me, that's good.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys hear me.
Yep.
All right, let me just reset this thing here. For some reason, the setup is not picking up my mic. It's gonna go default and see what it does. Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys hear me on the stream, please. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If not, then we'll send it.
All right, so, yep, while we're here, Flacco, you ready to do the quick run-up?
I am ready.
All right, make sure your parking brake's on.
Parking brakes on.
All right, make sure that fuel pump is still on.
Fuel pump is on.
Set your mixture and your throttle, I mean not your throttle, your prop control all the way forward.
Prop control all the way forward.
All right, now you're gonna increase power till about, let's take it to 1800 RPM.
Okay, 1800.
And now what you're gonna do is go find your magnetos, and you're going to cycle to the left magneto. So just click once to the left, and you're gonna see a drop in RPM.
Okay, one to the left. Yep.
All right, now go back to both. It should go stabilize at around 1800.
Yep.
Now click twice to the left, which should go to the right magneto, and you should see a drop there.
Yep.
Go back to both.
Okay.
Take a look at your engine instruments, make sure everything's operating nominally. Look underneath to the right, your gyro, just near the other yoke. You should see that it's in about 4 to 5 inches, give or take.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and cycle the blue prop control back and forward. You should hear a drop, and then come back all the way forward.
Yep.
Okay,
Now
now
we're good.
Yep, reduce power to idle. Make sure it doesn't stall out. And then come back to 1000 RPM.
Okay, at 1000 RPM.
All right, make sure your throttle is where it's at. Your prop control is full forward. Mixture full forward. Fuel pump is still on. And then before we take the runway, let's take on our landing lights and strobe.
Got it.
And then go to your GTN 750 and set your transponder to altitude reporting.
Altitude reporting. Got it.
All right, coming off the brakes. Looks like we're taking the runway. Traffic is clear on the left. Nobody's on the right. And then Flacco, what I'll do is I'll line up on the left side of the runway, and I'll let you take the lead on the flight, and then yeah, we'll go from there.
Roger that.
All right, guys, so finally here we go, getting to that fun part where we take off and hopefully not roll over and crash. And for those seeing on my end, there's Captain Flacco taking the runway, and we're going to be following his lead. There we go, just a little touch on the wingtip tanks, no biggie.
Okay. All right. I am here. Oh, it stalled out again. So, I don't know. It could, you know what it could be? It could be my throttle lever.
Yeah.
Maybe it goes into like a reverse or something. Oh, there goes a bug. All right, let me let me start it back up.
Copy that. Just keep that throttle, yeah, above 1000
yeah, I'll
RPM.
keep it at 1000 RPM. Yeah. Let me stop here.
Yep.
Okay, it's at 1000 RPM there. Just waiting for this thing to fire back up. Okay.
And then you can just start rolling whenever you want. I'll follow you.
Set the brakes here. It's asking me if I want to fill. Exit this.
Yep, and just leave it on the default.
Yep. All right. Ready to go?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. So holding brakes. Power coming on in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Releasing brakes.
And
There we go.
Yep.
We're rolling.
And we should be rotating around, like 70, 80 knots or so. Looks like I'm trying to...
rotating.
Okay.
So my engine doesn't sound very healthy, to be honest.
Yeah, it could be because we were sitting there for a long time and he might have heat soaked it.
It sounds like it's stalling a bit, like it doesn't have that much power. All right,
Yeah.
gear coming up.
Okay.
I'm getting CHT4 on the screen.
Yep. So your cylinder head temperature on the number 4 is pretty hot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep
It's
climbing.
starting to sound better little by little.
Yeah, because as the airflow increases, you'll get more airflow. It'll cool it down. It should start reducing. Make sure your mixture's full rich too, so that it starts to cool it off.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so while I'm ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and begin our right turn here to our first waypoint.
Hey, Lewis, were you able to join the group?
No me dejó, pero I'm tagging along with you guys. Just flying VFR.
It didn't put you in the group?
No, because it doesn't show invite. Doesn't show.
Okay, I'll send you an
online.
invite again. Give
No
me a
sale ni que
second.
nadie online. My friends.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
And Flacco, what's gonna be our cruising altitude? I didn't get a chance to look at the flight.
4,000 feet.
Copy that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on track now, heading to our first waypoint. And Flacco, when you get a chance, once you're airborne, you can go ahead and kill your fuel pump. You can turn it off.
Okay, fuel pump off. Yeah, I'm getting like no performance out of this. Like barely any performance.
So open up your iPad, the electronic flight bag.
Okay.
Go to the maintenance tab.
Maintenance. Yep.
Go to engine.
Engine.
And
Yep.
just on the bottom, press new.
This will reset the persistent state of your aircraft. Yes.
Yep, do that, and that should give you a brand new engine, 0 time. Make sure your oil level is up to 9 quarts.
Okay, now I'm picking up speed.
There you go. Yep. So it just probably had the used engine. So yeah, once again, guys, to those watching, this aircraft simulates pretty much real life wear and tear. So if you don't pay attention to your engine, and if you let it sit idle too long, it will heat soak on you.
Okay, so now that we are flying, I mean, it'll help if I put my gear up.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: why does it have to? I've noticed that I have to click it twice to go up. I don't know why. Like well, like I pressed the G key and it when I flew it earlier, it did the same to me. I had to click it twice to get it to how do you say it, like go up, to get the gear to go up.
Honestly, I'm not too sure because I have it set on my honeycomb on the gear handle, and it just does the action for me when I flip the switch. So I'm not too familiar with what's going on there.
Gotcha. So I lost visual on you while I was resetting the engine. Let me see if I can find you.
Yeah, I don't see you. I'm about to level off at 4,000 feet here.
Alright. So I'm going to try and see if I can get this autopilot to work. I'm at 3,000 and climbing.
Copy. Leveled off at 4,000.
Let's see. So I'm assuming you got to click your autopilot on.
Yep, and then there's an
Autopilot
altitude
master.
and then there's an altitude engage button on your yoke.
Alright, let's see. Altitude engage. Now I want to know, how do we navigate? I'm on the flight plan route.
Yep.
Oh, I have visual on you now.
Okay. So we're kind of passing Gritty right now, and our next waypoint is going to be Bonnie, or Boney.
So looks like we're veering off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm heading straight towards Bonnie on the flight plan, the second waypoint.
So it's still showing me en route to Gritty. That's why.
Okay.
I haven't hit.
So go back to your,
yet.
go to the main menu on your GTN.
Now, for some reason, it's not holding the altitude for me.
Yeah, I'm having to manually fly it for now.
Let's see. Yeah, she just wants to climb. Let me trim it out. Okay, now it's switched over to the next waypoint.
Gotcha.
So what do you have for cruising, what do you have your manifold pressure at and stuff like that?
Yep, so I just went ahead and did that. So the first thing I'm doing is reducing throttle, which is going to reduce your manifold pressure. I've got it at about 21 inches, 20 and a half to 21. And then what I adjust is my blue handle, the propeller lever, and I brought it down to about 2200 RPM.
Okay, all right, that's where I'm at there.
And then what you want to do is as well, you want to lean the mixture out just a little bit, and you should see on your big dial on the right next to the tachometer, you'll see the fuel flow gauge.
Fuel flow, yep.
I have it somewhere about, let me see, what is that, about 12, 13 gallons an hour right now. And let me trim this thing up. But yeah, this thing is cruising along at 160 knots, no problem.
It'd be great if I could stay at 4,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm decreasing altitude a bit here.
So okay, so I have. All right, my autopilot is set because it's not letting me turn the plane.
Okay.
So let me see if I can get it to follow GPS.
So yeah, go to your GTN 750.
Yep.
And click the CDI, and make sure it's GPS.
Yeah. Yep. It's GPS now. Now it's set to GPS.
And let me see if it's, because I think with this airplane, I don't know this plane too much. You still have to manually turn the control wheel, but I'm not sure about that right now. Let me see.
There's got to be something to activate the, like the navigation to follow.
Yeah.
So, because right now I'm off course, so I need to make a right turn. So I'm gonna disconnect the autopilot and make the right turn myself. And it may be that I'm not in a intercepting course, so let's see.
Yeah, I'm already passing Bonnie.
Okay, I got visual on you, yep.
Yep, so I am heading southbound now to the next waypoint.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just try to keep it trimmed out manually and then trying to hold somewhere around 4,000 feet. And I'm maintaining 160 knots for your reference.
Okay, I think I got the altitude now working. So
okay.
It's holding the altitude. So let's see if I can get it to follow the, let's see, flight plan, nearest flight plan. Yeah, so we should be going to Bonnie.
I'm right over Bonnie right now, and I am turning southbound, so I'm already established on the next leg.
GPS. Okay, turning left. Kind of like forcing this plane around a little bit. Come down altitude here.
Okay, so check it out. I did figure something out at least. On the underneath your airspeed indicator,
Yeah.
you see your turn and slip coordinator, which shows the little wings and the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, you see that knob on the top left? If you right-click that, it pushes it in, and as long as your autopilot is engaged, you can steer with that. You can just scroll left, and it'll bank left, and you can scroll right. So we can have a little bit of a, what do you call it? Half autopilot, half OS,
Yeah.
I guess. So that's what I'm going to do for now, just because I haven't figured out the autopilot too well.
Yeah, I got visual on you a few miles out in front.
Okay. So yeah, we're heading right now straight to Ward, which is the next waypoint. Okay, I see you. Yeah, you're slightly above me there. I see you behind.
Yeah, I'm coming down. I'm at cruising or crossing 5,000.
Okay. Yeah, I'm stable at like 3,950 feet, so that's close enough for me. Yeah, so for any of you watching that are very familiar with this aircraft, feel free to drop some comments in there. Let us know what we're missing, because we're going to definitely be learning a lot with this airplane as we do these cross countries. And again, nothing instructional here. This is just purely entertainment purposes. Okay, we're approaching Ward, so once we cross over, I'll manually bank the wings to bring it over on track. There we go.
All right, once I get to 4,000, I'm going to slew forward to you, so we're kind of following along together.
Copy. Yeah, I'm pretty much on the magenta, give or take.
Okay. 4,000. Let's see if we. Oh, I think I did something weird there, but no worries.
My track IR is doing glitchy stuff, so if you guys see my camera kind of flickering, that is on me.
I think I figured it out.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, I think I figured it out. Okay, so it's telling me to trim down.
Okay.
So let me. There we go. Okay, so let me see if it'll correct itself. Okay, so you know how you told me to go to the CDI and change the GPS, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I mean this will be the test right now. Let's see if it corrects. It kind of corrected itself. So press the Zulu key on the keyboard, and you'll see in that turn coordinator.
Yeah.
It should go ST, HD.
Yep.
Low, high, and all that.
Yep.
So I think I put it on the where it says track TRK, and it kind of like started. It corrected itself.
Yep. I'm seeing the same thing.
So now it's kind of like correcting its course a little bit, like with yaw a little bit.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing on my side, so that looks like it's good.
Let see the map here.
Yeah, I'm definitely way better now. More on track.
Yeah, so it looks like it kind of like corrects itself little by little. How do I zoom out? Okay, zoom out. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So it's correcting itself to go straight to the next one.
Yep, which is Romeo Victor Bravo RBV.
Yep.
I am about to cross here. I am 2 miles off of RBV.
Roger that. All right, so now that we're cruising, let me see if I can get my microphone to work on the stream side.
Got it.
Microphone. Let's see. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys can hear me on the Facebook side. If anybody's watching, let me know if you can hear me on the Facebook side. Can you still hear me, Gonzo?
Yep, I still hear you.
Roger that. Oh, it looks like it is working. Yep, it looks like it is working because I can see the text coming on the stream there. Perfect. So I figured it out. See what it was.
Okay, so...
Hey guys, sorry about that. The whole time my side was not coming through on the Facebook side. So for those of you watching on Facebook, I see Ryan, I see Oliver, Paola, let's see, Prashant. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry about that kind of little difficulties getting my mic working on the stream side, but I know you guys been following along with Captain Gonzo. And yeah, so we're here now. So now we should be able to have audio on both sides. All right, so let's see if this thing did it make the turn for you or no?
No, it overshot the waypoint, so I'm having to manually go back to ST mode and just steer it with that knob.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the same. Okay, it's turning right. I don't know till where it's turning, but
yeah, so if anything, just press that Z key and go back to your ST mode, and you should be able to steer with that knob.
no, I think it went into heading mode.
Yep.
Alright, so I gotta turn left. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we'll just do it like that for now until we ever... Maybe we gotta do some tutorials or something like that to figure out how to get the GPS working automatically, if it is allowed. I'm not sure, to be honest. You know, if it's equipped that way where it'll navigate.
Yeah, since it is an older bird, I mean, this aircraft's from the 1960s and 70s, I believe. And so autopilots back then were not as sophisticated, so I'm sure Accusim tried to replicate that here in this bird, so no biggie. Makes it for a more interesting flight.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'm at 4,200 feet, roughly.
All right, I'm still holding at like 3950.
Copy. Okay, let's bring her back.
You're Christian.
Yo.
So if you look behind you right now, there's somebody flying near you.
Alright, did you enter the group?
It doesn't allow me, but I'm flying right behind you.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I don't know if you can see me. I'm right behind you.
I don't see you.
I believe because we have the group only, he has all enabled.
Yeah,
Exactly,
he
yeah,
might
yeah.
be able. Yeah.
That's fine.
So, let me get this plane right on course here, and then I'm gonna invite you to the group again. So, let me see here. Invite to group. All right, so hit escape and then see if you got an invitation to the group. And then Gonzo, do you have a visual on me?
I do. You were about like 3-4 miles behind me. I can see your nav lights.
All right, because I wanted to like slew forward to you.
Yeah, and right now I'm passing that big airfield to the left, which is McGuire Air Force Base. Yep. Definitely want to stay clear.
Oh, I have a visual on you. Okay, so I'm going to slew forward and get a little closer.
Okay.
Wait, did I just... There you are. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't allow me to, doesn't show anything on my side, but that's fine.
There we go. I've got a visual on Flacco right above me.
So I'm going to try to make my way down. Let's see. Altitude, engage, disengage. Bring the nose down.
Right now we're showing with the current fuel loadout, we've got 4 hours of endurance. That's more than what we need. Beautiful.
Okay, I got you to my right.
Okay.
Let me see if I can...
Yep, I see you.
I'm gonna do a quick slew over to the right, see if it'll... Oh, now you're to my left.
Yep, I see you. I see you. That's good though.
But I'm slowly correcting over to you, so I'm gonna change my course a little bit here to match yours. Yo, Wesley, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. I need to pay attention to when I'm turning this plane. Keep looking over and I can't please. I'm like weaving right and left. 1, 2, 3.
So right now it looks like Flacco, because I am streaming, I have to sign into the chat to interact, but to those people listening, I am keeping an eye on the chat. So once again, thanks for watching. Right now we are in the cruise portion, obviously. Here we're on our way down to Pennsylvania, and let's take a look outside. And there's Captain Flacco just behind me, a couple hundred feet. Looks great.
Alright, there we go. So that looks a lot better.
And I was gonna say, Flacco, if you feel frisky, you can edit the weather and see if you can get the winds to come out of the north, so we can get a good little tailwind and boost us up a little bit.
Yes, sir. Stand by. Just correcting myself here a little bit.
And right now the outside air temperature is about 45, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So perfect cruising weather here for this engine. Everything looks good. How's your cylinder head temperatures? They look back to normal?
Oh yeah, they're looking good. Yeah.
Good,
Everything's money.
There we go. That's a nice
All
shot.
right, so let me put in the outside here.
Yep.
There's Captain Gonzo in front and myself in the back.
Awesome.
And, let me make sure we're still tracking, correct? Yeah.
Yep.
We are.
Yep.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, so you want to get some winds from the north.
Yep, and make sure they're at the altitude that we're at. So yeah, right around 4,000 feet. Get some good winds, like 10, 15 knots, and that should push us.
So it won't let me change that. It just let me change the preset.
Ah, that's right. Okay. If you wanted to, you can put the jet streams from the north preset, and that should put the winds predominantly from the north. But I mean, it's up to you.
Jet stream north. All right, let's see.
So it'll take a sec. It'll take a second on my end to update, but it should update here shortly.
Let me change the barometer.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, what's your ground speed showing on the GTN? Because they just dropped airspeed for me, so might have to do jet streams from the south. Or
yeah, I think now we're headed into a.
Yeah.
So let me go back. Ground speed, ground speed. It looks like we need to correct course as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it here for now, and then once we get to Davies, then I'll correct it and start tracking to Eder.
Where do you see your ground speed on here?
On the bottom left of the, on top of like the little taskbar on the 750.
Bottom left. I'm just showing bearing, distance, ETE, elevation.
Interesting. All right, press back.
Yep, back.
And you're on the main menu?
There we go. Ground speed 125. There we go. That's why.
Okay, so that's why. Okay, so now I'm going to begin turning left.
Roger that.
We're going to bring us back on course. And leveling off. And I'm going to go to my flight plan and enable the next route, which is Eder. Activate leg. There we go. Yeah, so when you get a chance, switch that jet stream over to the south mode because we're slowing down. We're at 113.
Roger that. So jet stream south. Let's see that. Whoa. Yeah, 140. Holy crap. Yeah.
Much better.
160. Yeah. Now we're tracking. Now we're boogieing. All right, so I need to correct the course. Actually, I need to go left. Nope, I need to go right. Smart guy. Alright.
Yeah, we're going to have to crab a little bit here into the wind because it looks like it's still pushing us slightly off course. No biggie.
We're going to have to find each other again.
Okay. Are you still at 4,000?
Yep.
Okay, Flacco, right now you're showing off to my like 7, 8 o'clock, but you're inbound to the same waypoint I am.
Yeah.
So look at your 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you should see me.
Yep, roger that, gotcha. Just need to correct the course here. Okay, Adam, fourth. Okay, A4th. Gotcha. What's up, dude? Thanks for joining us. Pretty cool stuff on this side with the flight sim stuff.
I see you, Flacco. You're inbound. I'll tell you what, we can take advantage of these winds a little better if we get up to like 6,000 or 8,000 feet. What do you think? Want to climb up?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool with me. We can climb.
Okay, so what we'll have to do is disengage the autopilot, obviously. So disconnect. There we go. I've got controls. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go full power, full throttle, full mixture.
Full power.
And then I'm going to start climbing, and we're going to take it up.
Mixture.
Let's see how the winds are at 6,000 feet.
All right. Following.
And I'm going to try to steer and keep us on track as well. Really bumpy up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just monitor your engine instruments, make sure nothing's peaking, nothing's going crazy. And of course, the higher we go, the colder the air. We lose about 2 degrees or 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit per 1,000 feet. So we're gonna have some nice, clean boost weather.
Gotta love the boost weather.
Amen, brother.
Hey, shout out to Noel Negron on the Facebook side.
Oh yeah, what's up, Noel? You got to join us on Flight Sim one of these days, buddy.
Yeah, man. We'll get you straight set up, you know. We'll get you squared away, sir. Very minimal investment needed. And we'll get you flying, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yep, and just to reiterate, Flacco mentioned it earlier, this will be a weekly series of 22 legs, so there's 22 weeks ahead of us potentially, or 21 after today, where anybody watching, if you guys want to join us, that would be awesome to do a nice little mass group formation down to the different legs we'll be doing, heading down the East Coast, eventually heading over to the Caribbean.
Yep, so we started in Linden, New Jersey. We're making our way down to Raleigh, North Carolina. And that'll be the first leg of this series. And then after that, next week we'll continue to the next leg.
Yep.
And make our way down the east coast of the U.S.
So there you have it, guys. I said Pennsylvania earlier, but Raleigh it is. So clearly my geography is not a forte. I'll stick to aircraft and using big old displays to let me know where I'm at, because I have zero idea of what state we're headed to.
I mean, I think we technically passed Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't so wrong. But Flacco, we're gonna keep this climb up to 8,000 feet, because if not, we're gonna be in the weather here. So let's keep going up.
Roger that. And that, if you guys heard that, is my exterminator.
And I'm climbing at about 1,000 feet a minute right now. That's what my VSI is showing, the vertical speed indicator.
Yep, about the same. I just crossed over 7,000.
Same, 7,200 right now. And I can tell, yeah, the winds are picking up here because we're increasing ground speed while maintaining pitch. So yeah, definitely the winds are getting faster up here.
Beautiful.
You know what?
Sardar, thank you. Have a safe journey. Enjoy your trip. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in and watching us a little bit. It's a fun little trip. Again, this is inspired by real life pilots. They did this in a, what was it, Rotormax 100?
Yeah, helicopter.
Yeah, on a helicopter. So they took off from Linden, New Jersey, all the way down the U.S. East Coast, and then through the, I believe they went through the Turkish islands, Dominican Republic, I mean all those islands, all through the Caribbean, all the way down to the Trinidad. So pretty cool. We're gonna cover each leg in this series here. So yeah, man, thank you. Appreciate the kind words.
Flacco, we're gonna keep it going up to 10,000.
Roger that. Oxygen masks are standing by.
Yep, luckily my passengers are not in here. They probably jumped off about 30 minutes ago, so good on them. They did the right thing.
They did, absolutely.
A pilot that does not know the difference between Pennsylvania and North Carolina is definitely not a good pilot.
I think when they jumped off at that point.
So
like,
kudos.
well, we're going to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they probably picked an Uber. No biggie. I don't take offense. Let's get some exterior shots here coming through the clouds. Look at this, guys.
Hey, Lewis, are you still there, bro? Were you able to join the group? Looks like Lewis may have jumped a ship as well.
Yeah, I think he's had enough.
Passengers.
He's had enough of our shenanigans.
Oh, man.
All right, about to cross 9,000 feet, and 10,000 feet should put us right above this cloud layer, so that'll be perfect.
That'd be great, yeah. Sardar says we're about it's landing. We're gonna be landing in we gotta make sure I'm going straight. We're gonna be landing in Raleigh, Pearson County, Raleigh, North Carolina. So we took off from Linden, New Jersey, and we're making our way down to Raleigh, North Carolina, Pearson County.
Oh, one thing I forgot to say, Flacco. So, a mistake on my end, but when we're cruising in VFR conditions, which we are doing today, we actually will establish at 10,000, and then you add 500 feet to that. So we're going to be actually leveling off at 10,500. And the reason that you do that in real life, and you should practice it in the sim, is because airline traffic and people on IFR, or instrument flight rules, they're going to be on the thousands even, right? So they'll be at 8, 9, or 10,000 even, whereas VFR traffic should have at least 500 feet of separation, which is why they have you do that.
Understood. All right, so 10,500. I'm just crossing 10,000 now.
Same.
So that's interesting. I didn't know that. So
Yep.
VFR operates in the 500 levels, pretty much.
Yep. So whatever 1,000 feet you're going to be at, you should be at like 8,000, and that would be 8,500 as your cruise altitude. Okay, we should
Awesome.
be getting ready to level off here shortly.
Is it training day? It is for me. I'm not very experienced with like GA aircraft, and Captain Gonzo has a bit more experience than I do in real world. So yeah, he's been walking me through all the steps and all the procedures as he does in real life. All right, so there we go. 10,500 ish.
Yep.
Bring the nose down a little bit.
Let's see if it'll level off here at 10,500. We bring that nose down. And I'm going to start setting my cruise power again, so starting with the throttle. This time I'm going to bring it to about 17 inches. And I'm going to set my RPM with the blue handle down to about, let's take it to 2,200, see how she does there. And again, we're going to go ahead and lean that mixture off a little bit, especially now that we're at 10,000 feet. And while you're at it, go ahead and turn off your landing lights, because we no longer need those at 10,000 or above.
Roger that. Landing lights off.
And I am trying to fight this thing to maintain 10,500. Let me see.
Then we're gonna just level off there. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm right at pretty much 10,500 and a few feet.
Yep.
Tracking down. I don't have visual on you.
Copy.
Let me see. Let me go on the outside.
All right, there we go. Yep, I'm at like 10,540 feet or 520. That's good enough. I see you, Flacco. You're off to my 7, 8 o'clock, about a mile off. So look at your 1 o'clock. You should see me. I am right over the next intersection, Skippy.
Let's see if I get a visual. Okay, so I'm gonna correct the course a little right. And then once I see you, I'll slew over.
Okay. And then I'm keeping an eye out on our outside air temperature, which is that little dial sticking out of your left window.
Yeah.
And we're about 21, 22 degrees right now. 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is chilly out there. We're going to be keeping an eye out on our leading edges, make sure there's no ice building up or nothing like that. But we should be good.
When all fails, Jesus take the wheel.
And then in real world, if you were a little chilly, as we are right now, underneath the right-hand yoke, you should see a series of knobs. There's one that says cabin heat. You can slightly pull that in, and it's going to introduce some of that hot air coming around from the engine bay, and then pretty much warm you up.
All right, say that one more time. So
Yep.
where at?
So underneath the co-pilot yoke.
Yep. Cabin vent.
Yep, and you should see one that says cabin heat. So you want to
Try
pull.
to
Yeah.
move this yoke out the way. There we go. Okay, there we go. Cabin heat.
Yep, and I pulled it open because I would estimate that if outside is at 20 degrees, it's probably going to be a little cold up here. Correcting course again.
Can I ask a question, please, if you don't mind? Yeah, go ahead. No problem. Okay, so what is your cruise? You told me you brought your manifold to what?
Yep, so right now I've reduced manifold pressure to 18.3 inches as indicated on the digital engine indicating system.
Yep, map.
Yep, and then my RPM is sitting at around 2200 right now, exactly 2180.
Okay, 2180.
And then
the mixture.
I just leaned it back, and if you press that white button on that digital display, you'll see one setting that says a number, and it says GPH, which is gallons per hour.
Yeah.
I reduced my mixture till I can establish about 13 gallons an hour.
Copy that. Coming down. That's a pretty interesting question, Sardar. So on Facebook, he has this question: why is the black box color orange and it's called a black box? It should be called an orange box.
Well, I think the one of the reasons, because I used to ask that question all the time, is for visibility. Especially in a wreckage, that orange box is going to be very easy to spot. Obviously, because if it was a black box, especially underwater, you can only imagine trying to find a black object. So an orange object obviously reflects more light, easier to see, kind of like a safety vest. So hopefully you're never in a situation where they need to find that from you, but that's the reason, as far as I know.
Sweet. Well, there you have it. Now you're in the know. All right, I'm going to slew forward a little bit.
Okay.
See if we can match our flight here. Did I pass you? Not sure if I did.
Let me take a look in a second here. Yep, you're like a mile or two ahead of me, way ahead of me.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, there you go. I see you, right behind me.
Okay, so I gotta correct my course a little bit. Let me see if I can increase my power.
Yeah, catch up, and then you can level it out. And for those watching, I just slewed the camera back as if I was a passenger, so this is what you'll be seeing right now back here. If you were a passenger on the Comanche, got your air vents right here. You can adjust your airflow. You get a little bit of air going. There we go.
All right, coming in hot.
You're off my right wing or left wing?
Looks like I'm slowly kind of crabbing towards your left wing.
Okay. I'll be on the left passenger seat, looking back.
Yep. I'm doing ground speed of 170. Let's see. Looks like I'm not really gaining much on airspeed. I'm full throttle.
Okay, I'll reduce power a little bit. There we go.
All right, there we go.
I'm holding at about 160 ground speed, and indicator is showing 140 on the airspeed indicator.
Oh, Lewis said he left, but he's staying tuned in. Okay, all right, bro. Appreciate you, man. All right, so reducing power here.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get back on the power.
Right, yep, get back on the power. Yep.
Going back up to 18 and change on the manifold pressure.
Looks like you're slightly higher than me.
Alright, power's back up to 18.4, 18.5. Manifold on the RPM, sorry, I should say, 2170, so just shy of 2200. Still maintaining 13 gallons an hour.
So it looks like I just passed you a little bit, so...
Oh, no, that's fine. That's a beautiful shot right there, actually.
I'm gonna bring my RPMs down now. To 2180. Okay, 2180, and then you said you had the map to what?
Yep, 18.4, 18.5, somewhere in there.
Okay, 18.4.
And we're on track to, what is that, Canny? Yep, next waypoint's Canny.
And I'm at 14.7 GPH, so bring that down to...
Yep, 13 gallons an hour.
Bring it down a little bit.
But if you see yourself falling back, you can obviously adjust as you need it to. That's a pretty cool shot right there, man. I see you off to my port side, a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna bank right just a little bit. I gotta get back on course.
Yep, make it right.
Nice.
Yo, Jared, what's up, dude? Welcome back from New Zealand. What's going on, Jared? Nice to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. We got folks from New Zealand watching us, man.
That's
These
awesome.
guys are always tuning in. They're awesome, bro. There's a bunch of them that tune in. Oh, hello. I need to stop watching the Facebook stream.
And don't forget, guys, for those watching, go ahead, Flacco, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, all I was going to say, I was going to make a plug-in tonight at Eastern Time, midnight. Formula One kicks off in Melbourne, Australia. So for the New Zealanders and Australians watching, don't forget to tune in because we are huge fans, and we just want to see Lewis Hamilton fail. I did not say that out loud. Obviously, good luck to Oscar Piastri and Daniel Ricciardo, the local town heroes, but it looks like Piastri will be the only hero this weekend from Australia.
Indubitably. Indubitably. Poor Rick.
Yeah.
Track limits. It happens. But too often for my boy Rick.
Maybe he should pick up flight simming. He'll do good with us up here.
Maybe we should. Oh man, you'd imagine Dan Rick here.
Oh
Flight
man.
simming with us. Oh man. And you know what? Now that we're at it, I'd love to have Valtteri Bottas, bro.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, dude.
Oh
He
man.
killed me with that commercial.
Yeah, Valtteri Bottas, for those that you don't know, just Google his name real quick. That man personifies manlyhood. I mean, that man has been rocking a mullet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2024. And that man brought back the mullet. And he has been rocking it for the past 2 years. So, Valtteri Bottas, if you happen to come across the stream, please give us a shout out. We'd love to have you on board. And also, Roman Grosjean, who currently drives for Indy. He's actually a twin engine instrument rated pilot right now, and he flies in Florida, his beautiful Baron G58 that he bought recently. So yeah, we're huge fans, and hopefully one day we can share the virtual cockpit or even the real cockpit, but let's see.
That'd be amazing. So Sardar has another question. He said, is the black box recording everything, like including pilots and passengers, or just pilots?
I believe it picks up everything, especially if you've got passengers connected with headsets. Anything that is being spoken through the intercom, right, between pilots and passengers and vice versa, as well as air traffic control, because that's what investigators usually pull up, right? They want to pick up the cockpit voice digital recording, and they want to see, okay, what they were saying, what happened, and that's how they can identify any leading causes to a crash or an incident.
So I'm slowly correcting my way up towards you.
Yep.
It's looking way better.
Oh yeah, that looks great right there. Let's go back to the passenger seat. See if we can get eyes on Flacco. Yep, there he is. With track IR, I just stuck my head out the window, so guys, you can't do this in real life. Highly inadvisable.
Just froze yourself.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like we are tracking. So let me give you guys an update where we're at in the world. If I can use this VFR map and see where we're at. So yeah, we're somewhere in the United States. In the East Coast. We got a ways to go. Just like that part of our trip there. This is nuts. That is a waypoint. But yeah, I mean, let me see. I think, where are we at? GPS tracking. Canny. KDOV. Where is the KDOV at?
I think that's Dover, right?
Dover Air Force Base, yeah.
Yeah.
Delaware.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're in Delaware. Passing down Delaware. And yeah, let me bring these RPMs down just a tad.
Yeah, right now I've got if you look underneath the digital map and RPM, I'm at 54% power.
I'm about to take off your what was it? The
Stabulator? Yep. Oh
might
yeah.
Chop it off, but we're nice and tight.
Look at that, guys.
Look at that. Blue Angel is out here in Comanches.
Yep, for the
Doesn't get
Thunderbirds.
any tighter or closer than that.
Yeah, Thunderbirds and Blue Angels, if you guys are watching, we're huge fans as well. We'd love to get a shot. This is our tryout, so let us know what you think. We'd love to. We're former Air Force personnel, so that's pretty close enough, if you ask me.
It's close enough. There is a saying in the military, but I will refrain from saying that. So, let's just say it rhymes with our waypoint.
Yep. Oh man, it reminds me of week 1 in the showers, man.
Indubitably. Oh god. Indubitably.
Just look at the concentration.
So I'm gonna bring my RPM just a bit in.
Yeah, see Flacco's enjoying my wake turbulence there. Awesome.
Indeed.
Flacco, go ahead and when you get a chance, look at your fuel gauges just above the throttles and all that. I'm showing about 14 gallons on each side.
Let's take a look. What's in between 15 and 30?
Yeah, like 27.
Yeah. I had like filled it up all the way.
Okay, so we're good
Yeah.
then. I noticed that though on the takeoff roll, I was overtaking you really fast, so I was like, man, that's weird.
Yeah, it was that engine, that engine thing. Like, bro, it sounded like it was like cammed out, like it was barely getting down the runway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to our boys down at Titan Motorsports in Florida and see if we get a good tune on this thing. Oh, Flocker, you know what? I forgot to bring snacks, dude.
You forgot to bring snacks?
Yeah, man, I should have brought me a cold Monster. Heck, I could have left it outside on the wing, chilling up. Cracked it open up here, but oh well, next time we'll remember that.
Well, let me see. It looks like in our route. Yeah, there goes another bug. So for those wondering, I am playing on my garage, and yeah, we get a few mosquitoes out here in Florida that make their way no matter what kind of traps and contraptions you have. They will be met with force here in the garage. Electrical force. Alright, so let me see here.
And while we're making plugs here, this episode is brought to you by Zins, the lovely sky-friendly boost motivators. They will give you a good little kick, get you started on your day, and keep you energized.
Yeah, man. So, looking good. Holding 10,500-ish feet. Weather's looking great so far. And, yeah. There's Gabe's Captain Gonzo's silent plane. Gotta love it.
I wish I had a smoke system here. I'd turn on the smoke and put it on a little air show. Maybe if I lean out the mixture a lot.
Definitely start smoking. Definitely create a smoke show. Alright, so ground speed looking like 160 right now, so the winds definitely helped.
Yep.
Definitely helped. Remind me for next time to pick some business jets to do this trip.
Yeah, we'll have to hop on the Phenom 100 and just start doing these trips. It'll make it a lot quicker.
Yeah, it'll be a lot quicker, but it's all right. This plane is awesome in the sense of like how well detailed it is, and you know, like all the immersion that you get with it. It's pretty badass. You know, not gonna lie.
I agree 100%, man.
For next week, I'll have the autopilot system down packed, and maybe it'll track itself. Not sure, but yeah, we'll see. We'll make some adjustments there as needed. You know, it's funny. I was watching when you were talking about Valtteri Bottas.
Yeah.
The text on Facebook was saying it as Valtteri bow ties. The translation, so it was pretty funny.
That's awesome. That's close enough, right?
Close enough. put the outside view here, get some nice views. That's cool. I got like a little gear view here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice. All right, guys, so it looks like the flight attendant just announced that the food is ready, so I'm going to be stepping away from the cabin real quick and grabbing my food.
Copy that.
I will leave this view here for entertainment purposes. Let me just adjust a little bit. I'm right behind you.
All right.
There we go. And I'll be right back in a minute or so. Thank you to the flight attendant for announcing. I'll be right back.
Looks like the clouds are starting to clear off a little bit here. Looks a great day for flying. All right. Slide the yoke.
right, and we're back.
Awesome.
All right. So we got Christina Marrero in the live on the Facebook side saying, "What's with the silence?" LOL.
Hey, hello, Christina. If you can hear me, this is Gabby, Gonzo. Sorry about that. I was just sitting here by my lonesome while Mr. Flacco went and grabbed his dinner. Looks like he had to walk back to the galley and converse with the flight attendants, because I believe they might have been a little bit late on that dinner announcement, but I'm not there, so I'm not 100% sure. But thank you for tuning in.
Indubitably. Thank you. And then on the YouTube side, we got the Lexi Bear channel said, "Hi, Gabby."
Oh, yes, I did see that message earlier, and I gave a quick shout out to Lexi. Thank you for watching us. And Lexi, I saw your question about where you can donate. You might have to contribute there and contact Flacco on your own, and then we can establish a good form of payment.
Just to let you know, the minimum donation is $100.
Oh, we got to pay for this gas somehow.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Hey, Flacco, so pretty quick here while you were gone, I was just messing around.
Yes, sir.
Open up that tablet on the cockpit.
On the cockpit, roger that. Tablet is open.
Go to your maintenance tab.
Maintenance. Got it.
And you can go to your engine analyzer, and you can see a live feed of your cylinders, your pistons. It'll even show you how your... Yep. It's even showing you your carburetor, what the temperature is at right now. And then you go to the
That's insane.
Yep. Go to your electric system. You can see your alternator working as well, feeding current to your cockpit. So this, like I said, guys, going back to our initial comments, this plane is detailed in every way possible that you can imagine. And yeah, pretty crazy.
So it looks like it's not charging my battery.
Okay, so yeah, that you might have to replace the battery. So once again, go down to the bottom and make sure you select new.
On the battery there? Okay. Press yes. Uh-oh. There we go. Well, it's showing me one side at 14 volts and the other one... Oh, okay, so that's what it should look like. Yours is showing the same.
Yeah, I'm seeing 13.9 volts on the battery and then 13.9 overall.
Yeah, okay. All right, so we're looking at the same thing. No worries.
Okay.
I thought there was something different. Like, I thought it had to send, like, both ways, like, from the alternator to the battery. Because from what I understand, it's just the alternator's powering the cockpit, but not charging the battery, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So it's not like going the other way around, but I'm not sure if that's something that we have to figure out.
Yeah.
Afterwards, if anybody knows, let us know. But this is pretty cool. I like that engine cylinder. That's pretty badass.
Yep, which is why I'm looking forward to that. The Black Square Duke that's about to release here pretty soon will have a very similar feature, very in-depth, and you can see everything on your engine, how it's operating, and keep it track while you're flying, which is pretty awesome.
Wow, you can overhaul the airframe and everything. That's badass.
Yep, you can increase the failure rates and stuff like that. You can change your spark plug types from massive to fine wire, your oil grade. I mean, like I said,
That's
guys,
insane.
Yeah, anything you can think of, Accusim and A2A, they threw it at this, and nothing compares to this. I mean, this is insane.
So, looks like my cabin temperature is about 31 degrees.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me go to my flight info.
Yeah, go to your flight info.
Yeah, mine's at 45 degrees right now, so I'm gonna pull that cabin heat on completely.
See if that'll help.
Yeah.
Brings more heat. Yeah, there we go. Temperature's rising.
Yep. Same here.
So what about the cabin vent? Do you open it?
No, I keep the cabin vent closed for now.
Okay. Roger that. Yeah, it is a little chilly in here, so that definitely helped.
Yeah, I'm slowly climbing to like 50 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit, excuse me.
So it looks like the wind is pushing us off course.
Yeah, the winds are more of a crosswind right now. We've only got a 9-knot tailwind component, mostly a 34
Yeah.
knot crosswind. So let's see what happens with our course. I mean, if you want to try to mess around with the jet stream settings or something like that.
Let's see. So if we're doing it from the south, I guess we got to do it from the east. Let's see how that helps. Nope. That made it worse. Gotta be from the west. From west. There we go.
Absolutely, west is the way.
Now we're gaining some speed.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
see.
like it'll push us back towards our course, to be honest.
Yeah, there we go. Much better. Now we have a 25 knot tailwind. Actually, it's climbing, yeah.
I'm at 30, yeah.
That's even better, man. So we should be doing almost 180 knots across the ground, which is amazing for a single engine.
Yeah, much better, much better.
Alright, I'm going to set my flight plan to go to Colin.
All right, so with the wind mix, okay, you're off to my left.
Yep. That's good, though. As long as we can maintain visual.
Roger that. The slew is a little too violent. I've been like going left and right trying to get closer to you.
Yeah, I see
It's
you.
too much. So I'm just gonna correct the course a little bit to the left, and we'll intersect each other eventually.
Got it.
There we go.
Alright, guys, I'm going to step off the cockpit here for just a minute or two. I'll be right back. Flock, are you good with that?
Yes, sir. I'll take over.
Alright.
All right, so I'm slowly correcting my course here to follow Captain Gonzo as he's lead aircraft. There we go. So I increased my throttle a little bit, my manifold pressure, see if I can gain a little speed so we can catch up to Gonzo here and create a better formation here. Again, for those just tuning in, we are flying the A2A Accusim Piper PA-24250 Comanche. Pretty badass airplane, man. If you guys don't have it, I highly recommend it. It is payware, but it is definitely worth it. Just because, man, it's incredibly detailed. We were going through the screens. You can see all kinds of information as you're flying. The startup, the walk around. You can do a complete walk around on this aircraft and do all the little details that come with general aviation flying and stuff like that. So it is pretty cool to see that there are companies out there that are making really detailed aircraft and giving you a really great immersion. To be honest, you know, like the immersion level is pretty awesome with this aircraft. So imagine more people do this, it'll be great. And then that's not only it, you know, you got your exterior model, which looks great. So, I mean, look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. And anyway, so we took off from Linden, New Jersey, and we're making our way down to Raleigh, North Carolina. This route is inspired by true pilots that flew in a helicopter from Linden all the way down to Trinidad. So they flew all the way down the east coast of the U.S., making 22 stops all the way through the Caribbean and to Trinidad. So it's a total of 22 stops. So we're going to be covering all those stops on a weekly basis. So we're doing the first leg from Linden, New Jersey, down to Pearson County in Raleigh, North Carolina. Just correcting my course here little by little.
And I am back.
Roger that. So it looks like the winds have pushed us off a little off course.
Yeah.
So we need to make a slight left correction.
Copy that. Correcting now. And I'm going to begin leveling off, and that should put us on track for Colin, our next waypoint.
Yeah, we're about 6 nautical miles from Colin.
Let's give it a little more here. A little bit more left bank. Let's see, I'm going to bring up Navigraph and see where we're at. I'm lagging a little bit here, so sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
And for those of you watching on my side here on YouTube, this is Navigraph, which is a subscription-based service, and it provides you with integration with SimBrief, which is amazing because you can see right now I just logged on and it automatically populated my route, all the waypoints, so you don't have to do all of that nonsense. Now, obviously, like I said, it is a subscription-based service, highly advisable, especially for airline flights and stuff like that. This will make your life easier. And here we have access to everything from navigation charts, instrument approach plates, all that kind of stuff. So a little bit later on, once we get near North Carolina, I'll start looking at our approaches and start planning for what's our landing situation going to be like. So once again, Navigraph, and it gives you access to SimBrief, charts, you can import your flights and all that kind of stuff.
What's your airspeed, sir?
I am showing 170 knots ground speed and indicated about 145.
Okay, so we're about the same. I feel like I was falling back a little bit, but let me give it a little mix, a little RPM.
Okay, so we're off course, but we're coming to intercept the track here shortly.
All right, looks like we're not making any ground up. Slowly, I'm at 171. 172.
There you go. Okay, we're about to reach Dupy. We're about 2.5 nautical miles, so banking right to get back on course. And I think right now with the current wind conditions, because we are crabbed, so you can see here on the little airplane symbol versus the magenta line, you can see how the nose is pointed slightly off track. That's because of the winds pushing us. The aircraft is compensating for that, right? So kind of like when you're driving down a highway with some strong winds from the side, you kind of have to maintain input one way to keep on the center of that lane. Same concept, guys, especially up here. Let's go ahead and turn right a little bit, get back on that course. All right, leveling off. Looks like we're picking up some speed here. I am back at 176. And then in my case, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my tip tanks. So I think what I have to do is turn my fuel pump on. I'm going to switch the fuel valves over to the left and right tips. I think that should do it. So let me go ahead and turn off that fuel pump. See what my cabin temperature is like now. Oh yeah, there we go, 65 degrees. That's much better, man.
Yeah, I'm still at 38 degrees, so we're still freezing our butts off up here, but it's better than 20 something earlier.
And you've got your cabin heat all the way up?
Yeah, it's all the way out. Maybe it's just too cold in here.
Yeah. Hey, while you're here, go to the controls tab on it.
The controls tab?
Yep, on the EFB.
Roger, controls.
Scroll down and where it says advanced options, click that.
Advanced options, okay.
Do you have the three-way gear switch enabled? Like, is it white?
Zoom in on yours, let me see.
Right here, three-way gear switch. Underneath the advanced options, you have to click the advanced options so it drops that whole menu.
Stand by. There's a delay on the... I mean, I see it, but let me see. Yeah, it was white, yeah.
Okay. Just making sure, because I know you mentioned you had a little weird glitch there with your gear, so I was wondering if that was maybe it.
Yeah.
Okay. I steered just slightly right, like maybe a couple degrees, just to get back on course.
Roger.
And by the way, I'm going to take advantage now that we're up here cruising before it gets crazy, because once we begin our descent, some things are going to happen to make sure that we're setting up the aircraft. And again, for those watching, this aircraft is very realistically simulated, so right now this engine is using a carburetor. And of course, that means that we don't have fuel injectors directly spraying gas, right? Or in this case, 100 low lead into the cylinders for the ignition. So the carburetor is mixing that air and fuel. So what happens is when we decrease the power, obviously we're decreasing the temperature in the engine bay and the overall engine. And as we begin to reduce our altitude, airflow is going to increase and our airspeed is going to increase. So what needs to happen? We need to go down next to the throttles, and you see that knob that says carb heat?
Yeah.
We're going to need to engage that when we begin descending. Now the reason we do that is because we want to maintain a good nominal nice and hot temperature around the carburetor, because otherwise you can shock cool that engine and the carburetor and you might have an engine die on you pretty much, and that's the last thing you want to do on your descent. So just to prepare you for that, we will be introducing the carb heat. Now it is important before we land that we will turn off the carb heat because we want maximum power available, and when you do turn the carb heat on, at least in real world, you should experience some drop in RPM, just a slight.
Yo, Dan Jones, what's up, dude? Everything's good, bro. Just saw your comment. Have a good flight, dude. All love. Appreciate you, bro. Nice seeing you, man. Thanks for tuning in.
I see the Lexi Bear channel saying hi, and as well as Dania P1. What's up, guys? Thank you for staying and watching us this whole time. You guys are the real loyal ones.
You guys are the real MVPs?
Yes. I wonder what kind of shenanigans people are experiencing on Spirit Airlines today. As we all know, they do have a very interesting plan for storm and bad weather deviation. So if you guys have not seen that, go ahead and check out our YouTube channel, that Flight Sim channel with the same name, and check out our shorts. There is a very, very meticulously put together video demonstrating what Spirit requires for weather deviation. So if you're flying Spirit and you've got some bad weather, I suggest you have some money available and perhaps a good credit card, because you might need it.
Absolutely.
And this segment brought to you by Budweiser. Just kidding, guys. We're not sponsored by anybody, but if anybody's out there listening and you guys are interested in providing sponsorships, come give us a chat. We'll see what we can do. But definitely not Budweiser. We're not interested.
So I'm going to slowly take out your left wingtip here, just casually, okay?
Oh, yep, I've got the camera on you. Hello, my friend. Thank you for trimming that down. I did not need that anyways.
No problem at all.
That was actually a very clean pass. You actually just cleared my wingtip.
There's Captain Gonzo. I'm all good, surviving. Yeah, I feel that, Dan. Aren't we all, brother? Aren't we all? Just surviving out here. But yeah, man, we're just having a good time. I don't know if you just tuned in, but we took off from Linden, New Jersey, and we're heading down to North Carolina. This is leg one of 22 legs that we're going to be performing on a weekly basis from pretty much New York City all the way down to Trinidad, all the way in the Caribbean. So it's going to be short legs all the way down each week on this beautiful Comanche 250, which is super highly detailed, highly modeled, very realistic. So, you know, it's very satisfying once you get the plane up in the air and, you know, flying like it should.
And Flacco, now that you've overtaken me and gotten a good lead, I am going to pull that classic line from Johnny Tran in that S2000 on the Desert Wars. And I'm going to go ahead and say, too soon, Junior.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to get power up here and just regain that position.
Hey, Dan, are you going to watch the race? Are you staying up late to watch the race? Because, man, you guys are what is it, like 2 in the morning out there? 3 in the morning? I think you guys are like 5-6 hours ahead. Like 4 in the morning, I think. Dan's out there in the UK.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have an early
And
morning.
he's a F1 fan, so he's like, yeah, man, you know me. Yeah, bro. Yeah. By the time we put this bird down in North Carolina, I think it'll be around the time for the race, so we probably stay up and watch Hamilton do terribly. Just kidding. I know you guys are Hamilton fans. Go Lando. Yeah, no, it should be an interesting race. I got about $20 on turn 1 incident, so we'll see.
And this segment of the video brought to you by DraftKings. Oh, I hope we don't get hit with any copyright situations here.
Watch out for all the streams. Yeah, bro, we're going to do them on weekly, you know, once a week, so people know what time we're going to be on, you know, be a little consistent. That way, you know, me and Captain Gonzo, we coordinate. You know, we both have full-time jobs, we got families, but we can, you know, coordinate one day out of the week, and we'll be posting, you know, the days that we'll be doing. But for now, it's going to be Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. You know, we'll be doing each leg of this trip all the way down the Caribbean, man. It's going to be awesome. And of course, you know, if anybody wants to join us on these trips, more than welcome to. Just hit us up, coordinate with us. So by the time we start the stream, you guys are on the tarmac with us, ready to go. And yeah, man, it'll be fun. My goal is by the end of the stream, at least to have 1 or 2 more planes flying along with us. That'll be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
We did have a third, but he had a little bit of technical difficulties. Next time we'll get him, you know, situated at the right time so he can join us. All right, I'm gonna bring.
I'm increasing power on my end, see if I can catch up to you.
Yeah, I'm bringing it down to 2180.
Copy.
I was over 2200. All right, 2180. And you said you had the map at what?
Like 18.4, 18.5.
Oh yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Yep. Back
And
to
about 13.3 gallons per hour.
Yep.
Yep. I'm set there.
Looks like I'm gonna overtake you slightly, but no biggie.
Got it. How we're looking on our course? Course looks good.
Yeah, man, that's pretty good for me.
He says it's gonna be an interesting first corner. Yeah, absolutely. Melbourne definitely brings in excitement. That's for sure. It's not a boring race.
And Flacco, if you look down there to about 9-10 o'clock, we've got Richmond Airport just there. That looks cool.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, yeah.
Good to know.
Richmond, Virginia.
Yep, good to know where our airports are at, just in case this engine decides to take a dump on us and we've got to either jump out or land it. So I think I'm gonna go with the first option, just jump out and see how far I can make it.
See how far I can stay conscious.
Look at that, man. We're literally drag racing right now through the skies.
Oh yeah.
Tit for tit, tat for tat.
No, this plane flying is really nice, man.
Yeah.
Really impressed with it.
Yeah, I'm used to flying in Cessnas, just barely doing 110 knots. So this is warp speed for me.
Yeah, they modeled this thing really nicely, man. So like Lewis, the guy that was gonna join us.
Yeah.
He flies, or not he flies. Well, he has flown in real life, but he's back. He's, you know, from the X-Plane FSX days. And when I told him that A2A made this, he's like, I actually went to their headquarters in Connecticut.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's very familiar with A2A, and he's like, yeah, man, they make really good stuff. So he was pretty excited to, you know, try the plane out and stuff like that.
Yeah, A2A, they've been making aircraft since the Flight Simulator 2004 days. I remember they used to make a lot of Warbirds and stuff like that. And they even had back in the day a Cessna 172 like simulator that they did, and it was about as close as you can get to flying the real Cessna. I mean, very, very
Wow.
detailed. But yeah, the Comanche, I think, is to date the most realistic, most sophisticated product ever developed for a flight simulator. So that's a pretty big bragging rights to have from a manufacturer or a developer. So kudos to Accusim and A2A. You guys really knocked it out of the park with this one. And if you guys are developing anything in the future, that Flight Sim channel will be more than happy and proud to do some beta testing with you guys and try some other products.
Absolutely. So Dan says, I'm out on a little weekend away with a small fam. I have my iPad and it's set up for a race. Otherwise, I'd have flown. I got you, bro. Enjoy the time with the fam, dude. That's very important. Always, always. Spend time with the fam. But I know you're a big F1 fan, so I knew you were gonna be tuning in.
Flacco, so it looks like we're about 43 nautical miles from nuts, and that's just nuts if you ask me.
That's nuts.
So I'm thinking maybe after we cross nuts and we turn on course heading a little bit more to the southwest, we can begin a descent down to, I don't know, about 2,000 feet or so, and then we can start bringing it down from there, nice and easy.
Sounds good. Heading down on nuts.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, next time for sure we'll do this in the F-14 or something like
I would have been at the bar already.
that. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my VTEC to kick in once again.
So, here, let me sign in. Walk me through. All right, I'm on Navigraph.
Yep.
So if I go to my dashboard, let's see, dashboard details. Where do I see my current flight?
Okay, so go to the flights tab.
All right, Navigraph, product experience simulators, pricing support downloads. Am I in the wrong one?
Wait, are you like on the website?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Go to the simulator. Go to the simulator.
Okay. So on the simulator.
On the top where you have the little tabs and little quick stuff.
Yeah.
Look for the one that's next to the ATC little. It's got the diamonds up, down, left, and right, like your cardinal.
Yeah, Navigraph charts.
Yep. Open that up, and it should prompt you
Oh.
to load your flight plan from SimBrief.
Oh, didn't even know that existed. Look at that, guys.
And you can draw on it. You can draw little notes along the route, like, oh, we're gonna descend here. Whatever you want to do. You can even open up your airport charts. I mean, it's amazing, man.
Looks like we're hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Yeah.
On my end.
So for planning purposes, Flacco, looks like we've got runway 06 and 24. Well, right now, because of the current winds, I think runway 6 would be a perfect solution. So let's
Roger
see.
that. So, all right, let me see.
So you see on the bottom of the Navigraph, you've got your two airports, KLDJ or DJ and KTDF.
Yeah.
Click on that little layer button next to the KTDF,
Copy.
and you should see an option to like see the airport map or anything like that.
Yep. It pulled up like a chart.
And it's like superimposed on the Navigraph like map.
Yeah.
So if you zoom out, once we get to Billa, that last waypoint, we can just kind of shoot for a nice long right base, and then we can make a right final to runway 6.
Okay, understood. Yeah, so kind of head towards like stutter
Exactly.
and then loop around. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, we've got 6,000 feet of runway. That's more than enough that we need. So, looking good, man.
So where does it show like the aircraft right now in relation to the map? Does it show it?
Yeah, you'll see like a pinkish magenta triangle, and it should be right over the track as we're seeing it on the GPS. Make sure it's enabled. If you see the little left tab on the map, it shows high IFR, the little sun symbol. Click on the one that has the little pink triangle.
It says cannot connect to simulator. Symlink needs to be running.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's yeah, that's part of the Navigraph suite. You gotta open it and you just set it to automatically start up every time you start the sim, and then it'll communicate with Navigraph and be able to show you real time.
Got it. All right, Dan says, I'll catch you on the next one, matey. Always much love from over here. Have been always looking out for dude. Take care and keep doing what you do, bro. Appreciate you, Dan. Thanks, dude. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe out there with the fam and enjoy the race. We'll catch up next week and debrief on that race. All right, so anyway, we're about 25 nautical miles away from Nuts. So we should be somewhere in this vicinity around maybe Flat Rock-ish, past Flat Rock.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah, the hard part's done with, man.
We have passed the point of no return.
Yep, at this point, engine fire, we'll just take it straight to the nearest body of water.
Indubitably. Sounds good. But yeah, I didn't really know about that
The Navigraph?
yeah, the Navigraph thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome because I know most of the time, guys, we are flying airliners. We're flying the PMDG, the fly-by-wire, the Phoenix, and so you've got everything you need right there in the cockpit, right, with the electronic flight bag. But when it comes to GA, like this, like an old school Comanche, you got to use all your resources. And that Navigraph, again, highly recommended, subscription-based. I just set it to monthly payments. It just automatically charges my credit card, and I don't have to worry about it. It also includes AIRAC data updates, right? So that way your FMCs, your McDo's, all your nav data is up to date with the real world cycle. Because the problem with that is, if you do fly online, like on VATSIM, for example, and an air traffic controller instructs you to intercept a particular waypoint, if your nav data cycle is out of date, then you will not see that that waypoint show up. So then you can have some discrepancies there. So again, Navigraph for the win, highly suggested. And yeah, just make sure next time, Flacco, before you start the sim up, look at all the apps that you downloaded from Navigraph, and then make sure you got that sim link going, and just set it to automatically start up.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
And look at this, man. Looks like we're passing these heavy clouds underneath us, and we're gonna have some open skies on our approach to Pearson.
Yeah, it should be pretty. Should be nice. Unless if the Mother Nature takes a turn on us, aka the weatherman. But for now, for our first flight, we'll keep it fair.
I mean, if you want to talk to the weatherman and have him throw us a challenge, I would not be upset. I think our viewers would definitely enjoy a little bit of a challenge, but I'll leave it up to the weatherman.
I'm just kind of coming right a little bit here so we can meet up again.
Yep.
And now correcting.
Yep, level off, and there we go. Now I'm crossing over to your left side. Oh, there you go. Yep, that's beautiful. Come back right if you can a little bit. There you go. And then you should be able to level off there, and we should start kind of converging a little bit.
That's cool.
Okay, now you're crossing right in front of me. Come left if you can. And I am right off to your left wing right now. Like, yeah, 8 o'clock.
Hello.
I feel like we're on 95 south here heading through South
Yeah.
Florida, you know, just weaving in and out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how do you know 2 Florida-based drivers are flying? Well, you'll be able to see real quick.
So I just noticed something very interesting. Very, very interesting.
What's that?
Hello. So as I was looking right to see where you are, you know, I just noticed that my my little window is open this whole time.
No wonder you're freezing, dude.
Hey there, bud. So let's close that up and get rid of our frostbite.
Yep, that'll do it, man. I was wondering, I'm like, man, how the heck are you flying? And you're holding at like 20-something degrees, man. That's terrible.
We're out here doing acrobatics in the air.
Alright, looks like we are about 6 nautical miles from these nuts. And I'm not kidding, guys. Right there, if you're watching, nuts.
There we go. Now we're gaining some heat.
I was wondering
It
why.
says our ground speed is like 205.
Wow, yeah, I'm still seeing 178.
Well, yeah, like it says true airspeed 170, ground speed 206,
Ah.
according to the flight info on the EFB.
Oh, yeah, yeah, copy. I see that. All right, starting to bank left to get on course after nuts. Leveling off.
All right.
And now we're going to bank right a little bit to get and intercept that course.
Looking good.
So let me take a look at something real quick to make sure we can plan our descent pretty good here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the airport elevation at let's see, at Person County is 609 feet. So which means that when we're coming down to that base turn and all that, we should be at 1,600 feet, which is 1,000 feet above ground level according to that elevation. So let's see. Yeah, I could say we can still cruise up here at 10,000, and as we get closer here to Doc Mo and Harvey, I think are the next waypoints, then we can initiate that descent.
Roger that. Looking good.
Oh yeah, man. There's Captain Flacco following along nice and tight. Hey Flacco, didn't you have a friend or somebody that just bought a Comanche not too long ago?
Is that what? Let me double check.
Yeah, I forget. You showed me somebody that just bought an airplane maybe like a year or two ago, and I believe it was a Comanche 250 just like this.
I think that's my buddy. Let me double check here. Where's he at? I don't have the picture anymore, but let me see. I think he posted it up not too long ago that he was flying.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, yep, that's it.
I had a feeling. I was like, I know I've seen
Yep,
that plane.
it's a Comanche. Yep.
That is pretty awesome.
I'll definitely let Kyle know. My buddy Kyle. Shout out to Kyle if he's watching or if he ever tunes in. But yeah, he has a Comanche, so I'll definitely let him know that there's a Comanche on the sim at this level of detail, so you can check it out.
Yep, and if he ever does join us on a live stream and he's watching or flying with us, I would definitely would love to learn from him in a real world Comanche pilot, because I'm sure we could learn so much more.
I'm actually gonna send him a picture here. Let me take a screenshot.
Copy. We're banking right, by the way. We just passed.
Roger that.
It's getting back on course here. Okay, banking left.
His, let me see. I was just looking at the picture of his. His like has the lettering on the side, like towards the nose where it says Comanche.
Yeah.
It's nice. And I like the livery on his. I'll send you a picture so you can see it.
Copy.
Again. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to correct back to my track here. For some reason, it was off. We'll keep it there, somewhere about there. Yeah, so I'm off to your 9 o'clock now, about half mile. Maybe not that much.
Okay. I will correct. He texted me back. I sent him a few pictures. He says, hell yeah, I need one. And then he says, need solid windshield. So maybe his has a solid windshield?
Yeah, that's definitely a mod that I've seen on more modern Comanches, as well as the twin Comanches.
Let me take a look at his again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, his has like It doesn't have like that divider in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't know if that's the mod that came out later on or if it's just a more modern, but yeah, the twin Comanche is just like that. That's just a single piece.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. When I used to work at Orlando International, there was a JetBlue captain who spent years as an AMP, then started flying for JetBlue over time, and he owns 4 twin Comanches, and he's got 2 of them that are turbo converted, full LED. And he does all his own work, and he lives out in Tampa on one of the flying communities. So
that's sick.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about a dream life, huh?
Yeah, that's sick. Here, I'll send you a picture so you can see it real quick.
Yeah. All right, and let me know when you are ready. I just received your photos. Yeah, that's a beautiful looking bird right there. All right, Flacco, I think we're about getting ready to that point to start our descent.
Roger that. Walk me through it, sir.
Okay, so what we'll do is obviously disengage the autopilot, just hand flyer down. So yeah, like I said, we'll obviously reduce power, bring back that prop control a little bit, and we want to keep the mixture lean just slightly to keep the temperature a little bit hotter as we start to decrease altitude. And again, we're probably going to start introducing that carb heat slowly. So,
all right, so I have visual on you. Let me correct myself towards you.
Yep. Let me get back into the position here on my rudder pedals.
Okay, so I am right behind you.
Okay.
Good distance behind you, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and just disconnect the autopilot. So autopilot disconnect. My controls. Let's turn off the autopilot. We don't need it anymore. And I'm going to obviously reduce power.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it down to about 15 or 16 inches of manifold pressure. I'm going to reduce my RPM down to, let's say, 1900. Okay, let's go ahead and get our landing lights on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly pull back on that carb heat handle that's right next to the primer. And I'm going to open it up, let's say about halfway. And again, what we're trying to prevent is from shock cooling that engine in the carburetor and trying to keep it nice and toasty in there. I'm going to try to pitch for about anywhere between 1,000 feet a minute going down, somewhere around there.
Roger that.
How you're looking? You've got your carb heat on and all that?
Yeah.
Beautiful. then I'm also simultaneously pulling back the mixture just slightly to, again, choke a little bit of that fuel flow and just get the temperatures up a little higher.
Lewis, if you're watching, bro, we are descending now. Crossing right about 9,000 feet.
Look at that, we're still descending almost 180 knots. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna begin banking right here slightly to get back on course towards the Wumia or Wumva waypoint.
Roger that.
Okay, and the airport should be somewhere about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock right now. I'll see if we can spot it from up here. And again, just to reiterate, we're going to bring it down to 1,600 feet.
Copy. Coming down to 1,600 feet. Looks like we're crossing 8,500.
Yes, sir. Temperature inside the cockpit's climbing. That's good. We're almost in the 70s, so that should be nice and comfortable.
Yeah, let me see what mine looks like. 93 degrees, Lord have mercy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pull
we're
forward.
toasty in here, bro.
Pull forward on that cabin heat a little bit.
Yeah, I need some of that heat going back in the engine.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
That carburetor's looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman as Dr. Freeze. So remember, kids, fly fuel injected. Makes life a lot easier.
I went from hyperthermia to freaking to a heat stroke.
Roger, I'll go ahead and call emergency services.
When I clicked flight info, it said, "Give me water."
It threw you a link to the Dasani and the freaking Fuji water. This segment provided by Arctic, a great brand to provide good prices against the expensive competitors such as Yeti. Keep your drinks nice and cool, especially when you've got temperatures in the 90s, boys and girls. Look at that, 194 knots across the ground. We're doing 223 miles an hour, guys. That is pretty much supersonic for an aircraft this size. All right, passing 6,500. Okay, I believe I have the airfield in sight. I'll confirm once we get closer.
To our 1 o'clock?
Yeah, I think I see like an open field out there. It looks like there's a
Yeah.
runway. And actually, when we pass Billa, we can continue the same course, and it's going to be like a nice long right downwind for that runway. That's cool. This plane has a lighter like the old school cars did. The little lighter plug. Just in case you want to have a smoke break during your flight, by all means, go for it.
Looks like the jet stream is more powerful the lower we go.
I know, this is pretty nuts, man. Yeah, we're going to have some strong winds landing, man. It's going to be fun. And then as we're established on the like that downwind, I'll recall the checklist, which you can find it right there on the flight info checklist tab. And you can reference that approach checklist and set up the bird as you need to. Alright, Flacco, I've got the airfield in sight. It is to our 1 o'clock right now. You should see that open plot of land and you'll see the runway there.
Yeah, I got visual.
Copy. Crossing 3,000 feet, about 1,500 feet to go. Holy heck, this winds are going to be fun.
Yeah, the wind's getting crazy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Looks like Mr. Weatherman was listening to us after all. And he said, I've got a surprise for you. He did the Billy Mace, but wait, there's more!
But wait, there's more. That's
Yep.
funny.
I like the scenery out here. Look at these nice
It's
trees.
nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely nice.
And for those of you wondering, these both me and Captain Flacco are rocking the powerful NVIDIA RTX 4080. As you can see, it does just amazing on Flight Sim, and it can handle ultra graphic settings like we have right now.
Indubitably.
All right, so we're gonna slow down our descent here a little bit. Okay. So we're abeam the runway right now. Got about 3-4 miles. And you know what? Just to play it safe, we're gonna level off at 2,000 feet since we're gonna have an extended downwind and base.
Yes, sir. It's bumpy.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, for those tuning in now, if you are tuning in or not, we are pretty much on the final stretch here, about to touch down. We took off from Linden, New Jersey, and we made our way down the East Coast, and we're about to land here in Raleigh, North Carolina, Pearson County. So this is leg 1 of 22 that we are going to be doing from Linden, New Jersey, all the way down to Trinidad. So down the U.S. East Coast, throughout the Caribbean, all the way down to pretty much the tip of South America there.
All right, Mr. Flacco, let's go ahead and just ease in that carb heat. Let's go ahead and bring it back forward. We don't need it as much anymore.
Copy that.
And we're going to try to stay here at 2,000 feet. And then our approach checklist, as you can see there, just has us put our propeller full forward, but we're going to hold off on that for now. Mixture full ridge. Go ahead and turn on your fuel master pump.
Master pump on. Hey, Kyle Koreski joined us, the owner of the Comanche.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome aboard.
He said, fight that hot rod. Kid Chaos approved.
Hey, awesome, man. I'm glad. So definitely let them know. So feel free to critique us. Let us know what we're missing here.
Let us know if we're doing any good or bad, bro. I'm still waiting for you to fly down to Florida. Let me know, man.
Tell him if he comes down here, we'll do a little formation flying with the Cessna, although he'll have to slow down a little bit. All right, Flacco, so we're a very good distance. This is a nice long downwind. Let's go ahead and make that right base turn.
Copy.
And we should see that airspeed bleeding off. Let's try to bring it to the white arc on our airspeed indicator, which is our flaps extended speed.
Yes, sir.
There's the runway in sight. I've got the landing lights on. I see the runway lighting as well. And again, at this point, you can just adjust your propeller handle as necessary. The checklist has us put it full forward, but I don't want to push my RPMs high too much right now. Okay, there's 120 knots, gear coming down.
Gear coming down.
Yes, sir. I've got 3 green. I've got a down and locked green light on. And I'm going to wait till I'm established on a nice long final to start dropping the flaps in.
Copy.
Wow, yeah, this is going to be a gnarly wind.
Yeah, I'm getting pushed around, man.
We're only doing
pretty crazy.
We're only doing 80 knots across the ground and no flaps, so you can see we're practically floating.
Yeah.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. To those still watching or just tuning in, this is the part that you guys have all been waiting for, the landing. Because everybody can take off and do some turns and stuff, but let's see who can land. I hope we can.
I hope we can.
I hope so.
I hope so. All right, so we got Captain Gonzo ahead of us. Hopefully we have enough interval so we don't smash it into each other on the runway. And, you know, throw away this 3-hour trip that we've been on.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, I told the wife that this would be an 1.5-hour trip. Clearly, I lied.
Clearly, I'll be sleeping on the couch.
All right, so
looking good.
Let me reference these numbers real quick. Yep, and we're going to be aiming for a target airspeed, indicated airspeed, of 90 miles an hour or 90 knots.
Copy.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw my first notch of flaps down. There's the nose popping up.
Flaps 1.
Just go ahead and verify that your fuel pump's still on, your mixture's full rich.
My mixture was not full rich. It was close, but not full rich. But it is now.
Good, good.
Close enough.
And again, the reason for that is because in case of a go around or some wind shear, you want to have maximum power available to push that power in, gain some airspeed, gain altitude, and go around for a second try.
Makes sense.
We're a little high, but that's okay. I'd rather be higher than low with all these trees around us. We can always exchange altitude for airspeed and conversely.
Looks like this scenery looks a little better than the takeoff one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing some nice houses down here, some properties.
Even the airport scenery from up here looks decent.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Anyways, for those watching, guys, if you have any questions, anything that we can help to make your simming experience better, meaning hardware questions, scenery questions, aircraft questions, please feel free to drop a comment, you know, send us a message, reach out to us. We're more than happy. That's what we're doing this. You know, we have a huge passion for flight simming and helping people get airborne. You know, even in the sim world, it's definitely a disconnect from the real world for sure.
Oh yeah.
Or at least that's what I tell my wife. Anyways, here we are, looking nice.
All right, second
I am
notch.
a little quick though. I am doing like 120, even though I'm like only doing like 70 something.
Yeah, I'm at 100 knots right now indicated, and I'm introducing my second notch of flaps, stabilizing. And as you slow down...
What's the wind and runway up? What's the wind? I can't...
I'll tell you right now. Winds are out of the north, so right up the runway at 067 at 30 knots.
Yeah, we got about 30 knot winds.
Alright, flaps coming down full. And go ahead and make sure that your propeller handle is all the way forward as long as you're rich on your mixture. And just use your power, your throttle to adjust your power. We're still a little fast. We're aiming for that 90 knot mark. Yeah, I like the scenery. This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice.
I hope the food truck's there with some hot dogs and burgers, because I am ready to eat.
At least the Roche coach.
Yeah. Alright, boys and girls, Captain Gonzo coming in here for the landing. We're about to cross over the piano keys. So as always, we'll bring the power back to idle, and we're going to transition to a slow flight attitude and let those mains come down. And use a little bit of rudder, correct that. There we go, holding that nose, holding it. Little floating, and there we go. Touch of the mains, little bounce, and we're down.
Looks like these trees are blocking the wind.
Yep.
A little better. Alright, flaring, bringing the power down. Hey, okay. Alright. Remind me to see my chiropractor after this. Not too bad. Not too shabby. We're still rolling, so that's good.
Yep, still got gear on, and as we said, this aircraft is very well simulated, so by now we would have had a tire blown out if that was too bad. Alright, we're going to lean the mixture a little bit. We're going to get off the runway. Flaps coming up. Landing lights coming off. Strobes off. And we're going to go on standby on the transponder there. I see a marshaller up there. Let me see if he's going to guide me in or he's just going to stand there. I've got some fuel trucks, some catering trucks here. Fire trucks.
Scenery's nice.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Can you suggest which is the best plane simulator game? I'm from India. Honestly, Niraj, honestly, I would say Microsoft Flight Simulator just because of how detailed, you know, you can go anywhere in the world, literally. And you can even fly to your house if you'd like. But it's that detailed, so I would say Microsoft Flight Simulator is definitely up there. And also because of the ease of access, you know, if you have Xbox, you can play Microsoft Flight Simulator on the Xbox. So definitely, I would definitely recommend that over any other one, just because, you know, if you have a PC or an Xbox, you can get on Microsoft Flight Simulator.
And Flacco, I'm just following here to this parking spot. I've got a marshaller waiting for me.
Copy.
Hopefully I don't hit him. Alright, I am parked, parking brake coming on, and he is signaling for me to shut off the engine, so I'm going to pull back on that mixture, turn magnetos off,
I hit the brake so hard it kind of like screeched the tires. That was cool. It was like.
All right.
All right, so
Keys.
walk me down shutting down this bad boy.
All right. First thing you're gonna do is bring back the mixture all the way out, and then you're gonna turn off your key from the magnetos all the way to off.
Okay, all the way off. All right, she's off.
Yep. And now we just kill power to the avionics.
Avionics power off. Fuel pump off.
Yep.
Lights off.
And then turn your fuel selectors to off. And let me go ahead and throw some chocks on this thing. So wheel chocks. Let's get the pitot cover on.
All right.
And
Master
let's,
switch off.
let's take a look outside. That's cool. It shows the pitot heat on yours too. The pitot cover, I should say.
Nice. So pull this up. If you're still watching, Kyle, check this out, man. Do the walk around.
Yep, I'm gonna open up my
Flight
baggage.
controls are still good.
I'm gonna unload the baggage toolbox. That's cool.
Check how much fuel. We still got fuel in there.
Yep, you can
Give
see
this
the
bad boy another leg.
you can see the planes unsquatting, you know, like coming up.
Yeah. I don't need to check the fuel. It made it here. Lights are still intact. Let's tie this bad boy down. We're not going anywhere.
Yep, got the right wing secured. Left wing secured.
We got Chris Brown on the stream there.
Hey, baby.
Hey. All right. Close this lid. Secure that.
Chris Brown and Rihanna joining us with their greatest hits.
Chuck's engaged. Don't need to check the fuel. Propeller looks intact.
Yeah, looks good.
Few bug splatters, no problem. Check the oil. Make sure we still got oil.
Oh yeah.
Looks good to me.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived at Raleigh, North Carolina. Not a bad flight at all. Pretty awesome weather. Good winds there on the approach, but we made it down nice and easy. And here's the evidence, guys. We both have our main gear and our nose gear still intact, so I'd say that's a good landing.
Absolutely. I think definitely accomplished leg 1 of 22. Planes
Yeah.
intact. It was pretty cool. The challenge of the wind was pretty interesting. You know, like having the tailwind help us get here a little quicker. You know, we did take off around 8:30, so I would say about a 3-hour flight.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would probably been like 5 if we didn't get that tailwind. But yeah, it was awesome. And honestly, it was pretty cool. And then the more, you know, we do this, the more we're going to get familiar with the aircraft, and it'll become like second nature flying this thing and navigating and all that stuff. So, man, I really like the plane. Let's open this door so we can get out of here. There we go. That's awesome. So, lock up our controls.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, guys, we're going to call it a night or an evening or wherever you're from. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Again, this is our first leg from New York City or New Jersey. From there all the way down to Trinidad. Our first leg was from Linden, New Jersey down to Raleigh, North Carolina. So next week we'll go from Raleigh, North Carolina to, and I'll tell you right now, like it's gonna be KTDF to KARW. So KARW, which is Beaufort Executive Airport in South Carolina.
Okay, so yeah, that's actually near the Beaufort or Buford Marine Corps Air
Beaufort, yeah.
Station. So might see some F-18s in the pattern.
Absolutely. We'll try to get those situated. But yeah, no, yeah. So that's gonna be our next leg. So from North Carolina to South Carolina, that shouldn't be too bad of a hop for our next leg. So yeah, stay tuned for that next week, 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll try to be here ready to go. And if you guys want to join us, feel free to reach out to us and join us in the skies on this trip down to Trinidad. With that being said, guys, take care. Have a good night. As always, happy flying. Take it easy. And cue the outro.
Indeed. Thanks for watching, guys. And again, as Captain Flacco just said, stay tuned for the next part of the series. Let's get this outro going. I don't see it over here, man.
So go to intro,
Yeah.
introduction, and then just turn off the intro video and put out the outro video.
Copy. That's it.
Thank you for choosing that Flight Sim channel. We invite you to our next stream as we take the skies once again. Until next time, and as always, happy flying.
Yeah, it'll go off.